Hello? Hello? I'm sick. I'm not so sick that I can't stream, so I decided we'd make stew. So I'm going to have a big glug of water. I'm going to give you some tunes, and we're going to be here in 1 minute. No, probably like 4 minutes. All right, hold on tight. of the week. It is not Monday. It is not Tuesday. It is not even Wednesday, and it is not Thursday. Because on this day, it is Tuesday. It is Friday. On this day, today, I am here. I am present. How are the people doing? Let me say hello to you. Gwen Tarantino, thank you for 22 months. Can I place an order for 22 stews? Just lay them in a box. They should do the trick. Why am I talking like a Spyro dragon? Like, I was like, thank you for releasing me. Can I place an order for 22 stews? Just ladle them in a box. That should do the trick. Tailsman, thank you for 2 months. Heartfang, thank you for 18 months. R.I. Patchy, thank you for 9 months. Let me say hello to the people. We have Heartfang and Chief Puddle and Tardia Floof. And we have Bing Creature and Just Nikki A. Hello, Endeavour. Hello, Yoris. Hello, Fractal Storm. Hello, Silver Dawn Arrow. Hello. It's Tuesday. I thought it was Friday. Well, I haven't fried anything yet. We will be frying something. Tanix, hello. Echolos, hello. Patty, hello. And Gear Bear in yellow. Come here to me, lads. I need to... Hello, I'm here. Hello. The camera is going to be a bit more sideways than usual today because the camera mount seems to be breaking. I also still need to put out the going live message on Twitter because my phone was dead. My phone was dead. Hang on, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw on our tunes. Hang on. I'm going to throw on our tunes properly. What? You mean X? Don't even joke. Spicy Ferret, thank you for the bits. How are you doing? Hello. Moss Pirate, hello. Tom Bax, hello. Half Believer, thank you for 53 subs to Waddles TNT. I cannot read the second name unfortunately. And T-Rab, lads, can we get a wave of good eggs? I'm only just here now this minute. I'm going to throw on some tunes. Minds and Dudleys, hello. Mojo Nazwa, hello. And thank you for kicking off a hype train. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to be a little bit sniffly. Not super sniffly, just a bit rough around the edges today. But I really want to stream, and particularly I really want to make stew. Now, the funny thing about me wanting to make stew today, because I'm like, it's October. It's coming up towards we're past almost the first week of October. It's not cold. And I'm upset about that. All right, give me 3 seconds, all right, groove and move for a minute, right? I need to put out the going live messages still, all right? Groove and move, give me a ounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do. Bring it out, do. Hey. Sunabe. All right. Okay. Twitter. Done. Okay. Instagram next. Live now. Let's make some stew. Get in. Hey. http://twitch.tv/cake jumper. There we go. Okay, done. Apply sticker. Your story. Done. That's it. Okay, now I can pay attention. Hello, Galway Ghost. Hello, Tom Max. Hello, Atari VG. Hello, Sketchy. Hello. I feel like everyone's a bit under the weather at the minute. It's that time of year, you know, you let your guard down and everyone's waiting on their flu shots and stuff. Echo says good news. Happy to be here after a lot of busy times, but almost buying an actual house. Yes! Home ownership. Give it up. Hey. Home ownership. Waka waka. Chewy Fits, hello. It's Friday, not Tuesday, and yet we are here. Guoka, hello. Riridas, hello. Intergalactic Quiche says, I start my new job today. I'm terrified. I can't say it, but you're gonna do great. Good luck. Best NPC, hello. If I'm not said hello to you, make yourselves known, because you know what? We have something very important to celebrate. Well, not so much celebrate, to note today. Paradoxica, hello. Nuke to us, it's not cold yet in Ireland. My grandmother's cursed snowflake is not working all that well to bring cold weather to our ancestors' homeland. You better send it fast, lads. It's toasty. I went to the shop with a hoodie on and I was coming back. I was tired and warm and sweating, you know. A dude called Leo, hello. I've got good news. On this day today, good news. It's 5 days. 5 days. 5 days until we get the keys to the house. 5 days. 5 days. This is the last time we will start a stream. Well, it would be insulting to all of us if I said I was starting a stream on time today. It'll be the last time I'm doing a normal time stream in this kitchen. Never again. You're never ever going to see me this early in the day in this kitchen ever again. Ever. Because next week we're starting at 4 because I have an appointment I need to go to. But I want the last stream in this house to be on Friday the 13th. It has to be. So this is the last time we're all going to be here in the early afternoon. Beta, hello, RIP Cake Kitchen. We'll see it again next week, but this is the last day we'll have it like this. Last time. The very, very last time. Oh, goodness. And Kuro, hello, how are you? 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. 8. Bye-bye, Leaky Kitchen. You will not be missed. I found out that there's a leak that has come back under the sink. It's come back somehow. It has returned. And I found this out because... Who's that? Justice Silverway, thank you for the raid. Come in. How'd you get on in Stardew? Tell us all about it. Sorry, I was just showing off the leak. How are you doing? How is Stardew? How'd you get on? Are you well? I'm putting that back in there because I need to still take what's in there out of it. I'm just not dealing with it right now. Yeah, the wet box. Hot Sauce Bar, hello, how are you doing? Salt Scandinavian Autumn Witch, hello. Hello. Not surprised you have a leak in your kitchen. It's celery, actually, but listen, at a distance, you'd easily make the mistake. Game Holder, thank you so much for 18 months of your prime. Sick gang, lay down. I don't know where I got my plague. I don't know who I got it off, but I think it's just that time of year where you get the illness. You get down with the sickness, and such. But you know, you have to be looking after yourselves, lads. If you're due your boosters, your shots, your flu jab, any of that, which I am, and I need to go get soon. I implore you, go get your jabs. Go get jabbed. Oh, wrong button. I have the seasonal sneezes, but that's a spring thing. And I mean, look, it happens. Everyone gets a seasonal sneezing. Seasonal sneezing. All right, come here. Hands up, who wants a cup of tea? I need a hot cup of tea. I don't know about the rest of you. It's not even that cold. It's really not. I wish it was colder, but it is simply not cold. Hands up, cup of tea. Ghostly Howler is good news. I finally got a hold of proper fabric for making plushies so I can finally make softer, better plushies. Yes! Working on a Jolteon. Ooh, let us know how you get on. Jolteon's a doty. A real cutie. I nearly ruined the whole setup over here. Do you know what I have, lads? I don't know. I feel like I must have used this on stream before. Pumpkin mug. I very nearly bought a pumpkin today, but I actually couldn't carry it home. I should have just gotten a small one, but you know. I also need to, I'm really disorganized today. I need to unload my shopping. All right, this is gonna be like the generation game. Osva, hello, here to lurk and get some cleaning done. Grandparents coming today in my room. Looks like a bomb went off inside it. Oh, I hope you get it all done. Fingers crossed. I believe in you. All right, write this down. We got celery, all right? We have wine. We have a receipt. We have potato, carrots. We have a box of tea. Ooh, some beef that needs to go in here. We have stocked up cubes. We have butter, real butter. Another can of wine. Some compost bags. I have something else in here somewhere. I don't know what it is. Real butter. Oh, no fake butter in here. Oh, Oh, I forgot I bought a pack of BNs. Free Donatello, we're making stew today. We don't need the BNs for the stew, but I hadn't seen these in the shop in years. Do you remember the ads for these? The BN. This isn't sponsored. I just want to make that very clear. I used to love these when I was younger. The jam ones are really good. I think they were my mum's favourite, so probably still are her favourite. Dre Ashdock, hello. Yeah, I saw them in a Tesco's years ago, and then they disappeared again. But like they're BN. I completely forgot I bought these because they were in a different bag in my bag, or a different pocket in my bag. Do you know? What are BNs? They're like chocolate sandwich biscuits. I don't know how to explain them. Like here, I'll show you up close, and they all have little cute faces on them. I don't know if they all have the same face, if they're all different, but BN. BN do 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 do. BN do 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 do. BN do 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 do. They were mad popular, and then they just disappeared. Like overnight, they were gone. I remember the ad for them. I think they ran ads for them like in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Because I remember they were everywhere. Only one way to know for sure if there were anyone's different faces. We could have one. We could have one BN. It took me quite a long time to realize that they were probably called BNs because they are très bien or something like that. I think they might actually be originally French. Now, they're branded as being by McVitie's, so maybe McVitie's have the rights to them, but BNs. Anyway, BN. C'est bien. Lurvik, hello, I'm stressed, my deadline. I usually put my hand on the kettle. I'm stressed, sorry. For my deadline, whose requirements have changed a day before it's due. Can you fax me some of the stew so I don't have to cook? Lads, can we get some goodness for Lurvik? I really, really hope you will get through. You will get okay. You will get through okay, you will. What's stew short for? Oh, he's got little legs, you know, it's not his fault. Hey Google, set a 5-minute timer called E-O-E-O. She doesn't even let me say things anymore. I'm so disrespected. So disrespected. It stands for student loans. Val, hello. I'm getting there. I felt worse when I woke up this morning, and admittedly, I felt worse when I was sitting here eating my pastries like. But I'm actually starting to feel better now. It's funny how getting up and doing something can make you feel better. Not always. Not always. That's not cure-all advice. Sometimes that's the worst thing to do if you're sick. Don't take that as advice for all sickness. Hello. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I probably would get better if I was sitting in or lying in bed or lying on the couch, taking it easy, having a big like awful like sweaty nap. But I would also go insane if I did that. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't cough on anybody. I'm going to put my little wine cans into the fridge. Always drink responsibly, lads. I don't think we have anything else that really needs to go in the fridge. We can throw this in here. This is the real butter. Now, it's not Kerrygold, it's not Dairygold, it's Kilkeely, which to be honest, it's fine, you know? It's fine, it's alright, it does the job. Nothing else needs to be refrigerated. I'm not going to refrigerate the BNs. I'm going to put them over here. Oh my goodness. I feel like we glossed over the cans of wine. Yeah, nobody bats an eyelid at me anymore, and I'm okay with that. First time I've seen Cake make something that isn't sweet. I've only made a couple of savoury things, and I'm hoping I hope that when we're in the new place, I'll be able to make savoury stuff more often because it should be easier. I'll have more space. We'll have space for, like, I should have a better setup for, oh yeah, we have stove cam today. Stove cam, get it for stove cam. I should have a nicer setup for stove cam, and I should have a little space. We'll have more storage space for nice pots and pans and stuff to use. We're going to have space for an air fryer. An air fryer. Air fryer. And also have a gas stove in the new house. Yes, the new house is gas. Jeez, wait till you see that it's gas. But yeah, it's a gas stove, but it is nice and it's safe, which is great. My whole thing is, I like an electric hob. Don't get me wrong. Like, they're quite safe. They're really handy. They're easy and all that. But despite the gas leak, cooking with gas is, I don't know. I just, it's more natural to me. It's I wouldn't even say so much as what I'm used to, because we didn't have a gas stovetop at home. We had one of the really, I say really early, like early 2000s electric stove. So it wasn't great. Now the one my mum has at the minute is way better. She got a new one recently and I'm delighted for her. Oh goodness. Yeah, I find electric hobs can be fiddly. Like the induction ones are really cool, but I like gas hobs, especially since I want a wok. I want to be able to cook things in a wok, and you can't really use a wok properly on an electric stovetop, you know? It has one of those the new stove, sorry. I just got excited. The new stovetop. Hang on. It has, right? You got these, all right? You got these. And you got these, all right? You got these. But what you also have is one massive one in the middle. Just one huge one in the middle. So, you know. Monkey mode activation. Just like, woo-hoo. No, you know when you get, do you know what it is? You know what I always think about after I do it without even realizing? You know when, I think it's, you know when Daffy Duck gets excited and he's like, and he like jumps up and down like on his head and back, and like, that's kind of what comes out through me when I get excited. Oh, goodness. I'm okay, I'm fine. And Daffy Lizard Chunks, hello, my new house has a gas cooker and it's not safe. Gasman agreed with my decision not to use it. Yeah, they have to be installed properly, otherwise it's no good. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You have to have it put in properly or not at all, you know? Or not at all. Cake, so I'm sure to monkey. We're also getting rid of this toaster when we move because it is too big, it is impossible to clean. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to put on different music. We're already looping. My phone isn't charging because it was dead up until about 2 minutes into stream, actually. It was dead until then. So I'm gonna throw on a little, I'm gonna put on a little mix of tunes. A little mix of tunes. 1 hour of video game bangers. Okay, alright, okay, cool. Jeff, hello, 3D weekend coming up in all 3 days. The lows at night are gonna be in the low 10s, so we can crack the windows open and not be sweating like mad. Yes! We love that. Fatal Attraction, hello, we are vibing. How are you doing yourself? Come in. Are you well? Does the new house include toasters? No. Those toasters are never showing up. They are unaccounted for. They might as well just not exist anymore. They're gone. They are gone. Wait, I got new milk. This is old milk. Behold, new milk. Stardew Beans, hello. How are you doing? New milk. Give it up for new milk. I got a small thing of milk because I wasn't sure how fast I'd go through a tall milk, you know? A tall milk. Because it's 5 days until we get the keys to the new house. Ah! So I'll be only kind of here for a couple of days and then we'll hopefully be gone soon. If you look behind Shark, hang on, sorry Shark, that's a stack of boxes. Stack of boxes. That's the stack of boxes we packed there on Tuesday. There's one missing, well, not missing, but one is out by the front door. So they're all accounted for, but that's the first 4 I think that we did, so. What? Oh, goodness. Boxes. A stack of stuff. Stack of bits and bobs. No. Mulk, hello, it's alright, you haven't missed too much. How are you doing? Come in, come in, come in. Heather says, I got a stack of boxes during the pandemic, will be handy when I move. Honestly, you never know when you need them. Jeff Rodian, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are we doing? Jeff Rodian, thank you also for 6 months, that's very kind of you. Thank you very, very much. I thank you very, very much. Have I told you about the dishwasher? Have I told you about the latest? Have you heard the latest and greatest in our dishwasher news? Let me move my phone so you can actually see it. This is the dishwasher. It washes dishes. Sometimes. Yes, it's about the button. So you remember, I think it was last week, I had to show you the little contraption we had to create to keep it switched on, because the catch like mechanism on the button to switch it on is broken. It will not come out, it will not go in, it's stuck. It won't do anything. You have to hold the button in to actually keep the dishwasher on. Now the little thing, the contraption we had last week didn't really hold very long. Archipelega, how are you doing? Come in, and Alex Bat, hello. So I had to do some girl engineering, all right? The door is not stuck. No, the door is fine. The door is completely fine. It's the button to switch it on and off that's broken. So what I had to do, all right? I was like, okay, I need something that I can prop up against something else to keep it switched on. I was like, oh, perfect, a sweeping brush. All right, so I can put the handle, like, I can wedge the handle in by the button, wedge this up against something else, and it stays on. Okay, now that's silly. I know that's very, very silly. Having to use a sweeping brush to keep the dishwasher on. It didn't work. Oh, it's very safe, don't get me wrong. You just use your eyes and make sure you don't die instantly. You see, it's stupid. It's stupid, but it doesn't work. Because it wasn't stupid enough. And the way I got this to work, I realized that what we needed is we needed more downward force on the sweeping brush. It wasn't heavy enough. So I had to find a way to make it heavier and make sure that I didn't have to use anything breakable. So I tied a bottle of hand soap. I tied a bottle of hand soap to it, and now it works. Because it's not fragile, it's not breakable. If it falls, for some reason, it's just going to bounce. If it's stupid and it works, listen, I was wasted not doing engineering. All right? It works. Listen, hear that? You hear that? It works. Ah. Girl engineering, okay? I could have been an engineer. Problems I couldn't deal with other engineers. So yeah, that's how we've been washing our dishes lately. I'll accept my award for whatever it is I've earned in the post at any time now. Unrivaled genius. I would wash the dishes by hand, but the sink is this size, okay? Okay, say for example, the sink is this size. Just for example. The tap comes out about this far. And you also can't really fill the sink with water because the plug doesn't work properly. It lets a lot of water through. So modern problems require modern solutions. Exactly, Jacob Fly, exactly. Oh, that's a good cup of tea. Hang on, do you want to sip? Go on, have a... Now you have no sip of the tea, won't you? Look at that. So yeah, that's been my feat of engineering for the week. And it worked. You know what? It worked. It worked. Can't complain. You know? Ooh. One thing I do kind of regret about the shopping today is I should have gone to the butcher's for meat, but I was trying to get up and down as fast as possible, so I didn't, and I regret that. But everything else was fairly cheap. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's interested in me breaking down the prices of stuff, especially for like savory meals and when it's something that might last a couple of days. These spuds. Wait, how much were they? Wait, did they not scan the spuds? Okay, that's the beef, that's the celery, the carrot, butter block, stock cubes, organic pot. Oh, there it is, okay. For some reason, the spuds are down on the receipt as organic pots. Not organic potatoes, organic pots. €2.65 for the spuds, 69 cents, nice, for the carrots, and the celery was 99 cents. Now the beef was €5.19. Now it's decent, it's stewing beef, it's exactly the kind of stuff you want. I did get some stock cubes for 49 cents. And was there anything else? No, nothing else. Any other herbs and anything I have over there already. So it is like one thing we're very, very lucky with in Ireland is that generally vegetables and stuff like that are very cheap. Vegetables, like decent enough meat, pretty cheap. And I do feel very, very lucky about that. And that's why I was in such disbelief when I heard like how expensive vegetables were, especially in the States, especially in places, parts of Canada as well. Like it's mad. So I do feel very lucky that we have that. And the butter is not so cheap, but the butter's probably cheap for what it is. Did I get the butter? Butter block was $1.85. That's only a small block, but it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Does the job. Cheap by Irish standards. Ireland's most expensive for cost of living in the EU. See, it is. It's mad because there is like, how to explain it? There's a massive divide where you can live cheaply, but rent and other things push up the cost of living significantly, which is awful because, geez, we'd be living well if they just get that together. We'd be living very well. I'm not going to dox myself, but I do need to tell you something very funny. So I walked past a house that was for sale, and it's been for sale for a while, okay, where I am. And I'm obviously not going to tell you like too many specifics, but there's a house, okay, imagine this, all right? Near-ish the city. 2 bedrooms, not huge, 2-bedroom house, like 60-something square meters. How much? To buy. How much? Go on. How much do you think? There is a house near Dublin. It's almost 400k. And that's why we are leaving the city. Hip hooray. It's almost 400k is the asking price for a 2-bedroom, semi-detached, like 60 odd square meters. It's not in great shape. You know when they talk up a property, they're like, oh, it's very modern on the inside. You know, it's got a beautiful facade. It's pebble dashed. It's not great. It looks like it was a modern interior in like the 70s. You know, yeah, we're leaving the city. 5 days, lads. 5 days. 5 days and we're out of here. But I looked it up because I kept walking past it. I was like, oh, I'm really curious to see just how much that is. And I looked it up. I was like, Jesus. 400k for Pebble Dash. Oh, it gets worse. Like, that's probably even on the normal side of it. But yeah, it's awful. It's awful. Yeah, his affordable historic fixer-upper. God. Keza says, sometimes I get upset with my pay being half what it would be in the south. I consider my house cost a quarter what it would in Dublin. Yeah, now that's it. Like, Dublin and the immediate commuter area is very expensive, but once you get outside of that, let me tell you, there is a beautiful world out there. There's a beautiful world outside the commuter belt. So that's why we could only afford a house, because we are not going to be anywhere near the city. We're out of here. Which suits us fine. Suits us absolutely fine. We wanted to get out of the city for ages. We're not made for the city. You know, we're not made for it. Bart, hello, time for stew. Oh, I haven't heard this in a while. I'll have time to fire up the old real estate search to see what would be in our budget. Oh, hurts. It's gonna sting. Like, anything in the cities is going to be expensive, and Dublin is the worst of the lot, like by a long, long margin. I thought all of Ireland was Dublin. A lot of people do think all of Ireland is Dublin, and I mean, that happens with a lot of people. Like, they'll go to the capital city of a country and they'll be like, it's all like this. Like, no, trust me, no. Galway prices have gone crazy too. Galway's now a big enough city that has commuter towns and crazy pricing, and Galway Galway's nice. Like Galway has that draw of like, even we had looked at Galway and we were like, it's too far, like for us it'd be too far from like family and stuff, but Galway is a nice place. Like it's genuinely a really, really nice place. So that adds to it again, because they're like, oh, it's nice. People want to pay more for nice. Plumbus and Rubblehill, yeah, like Galway's gorgeous. Like, now mind you, I've only been to Galway once, but it was like, it was the perfect day you could ever be in Galway City, because I was walking down, I think it's like the main street, one of the main streets. It was like a July evening. I think it was 2018 when we had that really long summer. And the sky was starting to turn like a slight like pinky color. And there was like buskers who weren't overly amplified, who weren't roaring and screaming. There was people around, there was a lovely hustle and bustle. So that's my, admittedly, that's my image. That's my impression of Galway. I also had a lovely lavender whiskey drink in a bar that I do not remember the name of. I don't remember. Galway's class was tiny considering the amount of people looking for accommodation there. Yeah, I think a lot of it's probably, I wonder if the college has a lot to do with it. Face Danny, hello, I'm going to miss this kitchen coming up near soon. Will they be cooking and baking in your kitchen? Oh yes, as soon as I can manage it. I'm hoping, listen, ideally, and everybody cross your fingers for this, if everything works okay, this time in 2 weeks, I will be talking to you in the new kitchen. This time in 2 weeks. Oh, banger. Okay, I'm turning the tunes. This time in 2 weeks, we will be in the new kitchen. Des says, can't wait to go away. I'm getting married in December. Ah, congratulations. Delighted for you. I hope it all goes well. I hope the weather is nice for you as well. December is, I was going to say December is very changeable. Every month is changeable. This is such a banger, like. 2 weeks and we're in the new kitchen. Less than 2 weeks and we're in the new stream room, which will not be decorated. There will be nothing in there except my hopes and dreams and all of you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it, like seriously. Hopefully you all fit. I'm sure you will. Listen, I mean, all of you fit in here. It's grand. And this place is... Okay. No, you know what? I'm going to save that for next week. Next week, I am going to turn the camera around. And I'm going to show you how close you've been to the wall all this time. And that's a deal. Don't let me get away without doing that. I'm going to turn the camera around like 360 so you can see. Like, there's nothing like weird. We just have like whiskey over there and the box freezer. But we'll do a wall reveal next week. I will show you what's behind the camera. I'll show you. I'll do it. Joke's on you. We are the walls. No, there's no more I'm in your walls. We are the walls. You look up and it looks back at you, you know? Now, lads, we have something very important before we start the stew. Who wants to be in? I haven't had one of these little feckers in years. Immersion broken. Oh, Jesus, lads. He's seen better days, I can tell you that. Oh, God, love him. There's bits coming off the side of him. Oh, no, what did they do to you? My child. There's bits hanging off him. Oh, my God. That's good. They're so crisp. They're so crisp. So crisp. You know what? You've been very well behaved lately, I have to say, lads. And I'm wondering if you deserve a treat. Since this is the last full baking stream, or well, cooking stream here, There you go. There it is. There's your treat. But are they real? Yes. And I cannot prove this to you unless I open them, but I'm gonna do this. Real. Real. It's been years. I don't actually. It's been about a year, I'd say. No, real. Real and legitimate beans. And Dave's gonna look after them, make sure nobody makes off with them, okay? Okay, what have we to do? I'm gonna take a sip of my sup. Exclamation mark GG if you would also like a sip of your sup. Oh. Gamer subs are gonna kill me because I keep forgetting to tell you when there's new cups dropping. But keep an eye out, there will be new cups dropping. And you can get yourself 10% off your little flavors. Your flavors. I mixed this really weirdly. I think I put too much of it in because it tastes fine, but it's a slightly different green than I'm used to. Anyway. Bachelor's beans give me Futurama. Oh no, Bachelor Chow. I'd never thought of that. I'm gonna just get the little. Patriot says there's a waifu thigh cup coming out soon, I think. There's a what? Mighty Natalie, hello, how are you doing? There's a what? I'm just gonna write that down to make sure that I heard it right. Anyway, we need to start making our stew because stew needs to do its thing for quite a long time. Exclamation mark recipe if you like the recipe. Now, let me tell you very quickly, we're not following the recipe exactly. Oh, excuse me. We are not making the dumplings because I can't be bothered. That's pretty much it. I just can't be bothered. And the last time I made dumplings, they were a little bit doughy, they went a bit strange, and I couldn't seem to cook them through. So, excuse me, what we're doing instead is we're making the stew as is, more or less. And we're making mash. So I'm not putting spuds in the stew. I'm making mash. So we can make, like, right. You get your plate or your bowl or your plate bowl, your combination plate and bowl, and you put the mash down. You put down like a little bed of mash, and then you get your thick stew, and you're just like, and listen. If there is one singular thing on this earth that I am confident I can make well, it is mash. It is mash. Oh, Anime Girl Thigh, yeah, that was, it's your man, something of cows. Flork of cows, is that it? Is that it? Flork, yes, rings a bell. I always mix up Flork with someone else. So, yeah. Gamer subs flavors have esoteric names, except for, there's some that make sense, like Dragon Fruit Punch, you know, but I like the playfulness. I think it's gas crack. And if you'd like 10% off your order, exclamation mark GG. Anyway. I actually do. I keep meaning to, I don't want to order another flavor yet, because we're moving. And we are getting the post redirect thing, but even still, I'm just like, I don't want, you know, I want to. Cake, I beseech thee, you gotta invent a gamer subs flavor that's something cute and nice, like magical girl transformation juice or something to live with the guacamole one. The guacamole one tastes nice. For real, the only way that's ever gonna happen is if people use the referral code. And I'm not saying that to be like, you should use it right now, but like, and like, you know. So if you want that to happen, I'll keep it in mind if it ever happens. If it ever happens, I'll remember. Aster hello, what do you mean you want to drink Grandpa's ashes? I'd completely forgotten about Grandpa's ashes. Jesus Christ. Oh, Daryl the Geographer, we're just about to start making our food. Potato stew is the first, potato mash is the perfect accompaniment for stew. I'm making a Belgian dark beer stew this weekend with mash. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds good. That sounds good. I should put these. No, I can't be done with the sink, they'll disintegrate. We need to make our stew. We need to start. And stealth and be hello, stew. Behold the pot. The catch is we don't actually own this pot. This is not our stew pot. We don't own it, so we're gonna have to buy a new one when we move. And that's fine. That's fine. Maury, hello! Can we get a shout out for Maury Faye? How are you doing today? Yeah. We're making a stew soon. I'm going to pull up the recipe. I'm gonna pull it into my arms. Actually, if it turns out to look anything like the picture, I'll be delighted. All right, write this down. If you're cooking along, write this down. In a large saucepan, heat a little oil. Add the stewing beef and fry quickly until covered or sealed all over. Add the vegetables. Okay, so we need to chop up the vegetables first. That's fine. Question, what do you all do with your leftover celery when you only need 2 sticks? Celery is really nice to scoop hummus with and eat it. It makes a great hummus vehicle. Like a really, really, really good hummus vehicle. So I find. Maury says, can I please have potatoes from the stew? Yes, you can. I'm actually not putting the spuds in the stew. I'm doing them separately, but I promise it'll be good. I promise it'll be good. Would I ever steer ye wrong? Again. Would I do that to ye once more? Get yourself a nice Dutch oven for stews. Like this. Listen to that. My mom gave me this. It's cast iron. It's excellent. I'm not confident enough to use it on the stovetop because I don't think the metal over there, the grate, I don't actually know if it's strong enough to handle the weight of this. As silly as that sounds. Also, it feels illegal to do that, so it's probably not illegal. But I would definitely burn myself as well because I usually throw it in the oven, you know? I mean, we could put it in the oven as well, but that's going off recipe. You know what? You know what's going to be great? When we have our... Hey guys, I tell you we're going to have 2 ovens. When we have our ovens at waist height, I'll actually be able to put things in the oven like this. Instead of like, this. So that'll be nice. Because this is just the weight of this with nothing in it, you know? You know? Monkey mode reinitiated. Okay, we need to start chopping up some vegetables. You get chopping. Chop. Where's this'll have to do. Samurai, hello, good news. I won a talent show earlier this week. Very happy. Oh, congratulations. That's excellent. What'd you do? Oh, you don't tell us if you don't want to, but what'd you do? Tell me. And Bluebird says freeze leftover celery and other vegetable scraps and make vegetable stock when you have a decent amount. That's not a bad idea. Something I hope I'll be able to do at some point. Listen, I really like carrots, so I'm just going to throw them all in and nobody can stop me. Freya has good news, going to move by maybe 1st November, being very busy and packing. Good luck! I hope the move goes very well for you. Very, very, very well indeed. I'm going to give these a little rinse. Because I'm going to be honest. I've done it for show a couple of times on stream, but I don't really like peeling carrots. I actually quite like the skin of carrots. I think the texture and the flavour is nice, and it's full of fibre. I'll top and tail them, of course. That goes without saying, but, you know, I just give them a good thorough rinse and they're grand, you know? If they've been sitting there, then yes, by all means, but yes, grand. I'm not looking forward to doing the final cleaning of this house. Like, the house isn't like septic or anything, but you know when you've just been living somewhere a long time, you're like, oh, I have to give that one final deep clean before I leave. Not looking forward to that. I'm gonna see if I can do some of it over the weekend. Well, I'll see if we can do it over the weekend. Put our collective abilities together and just set fire to the place. Not really. We're not gonna set fire to the place. I promise. I promise. I promise. Maybe. I always forget you can eat carrot skins. Yeah, they're grand. Like, my mum would always leave the skins on the carrots for stews and stuff, and they were lovely. They were really nice, and the carrot kind of keeps its shape a little better as well, which is always nice. You can't spell vegetables without Vegeta. That's a fact. Set fire, emotionally, exactly, emotionally set fire to it. Cakes, you got me. You got me. I was sitting on my leg. Thank you, Stardew Beans. You were helping me. You're all helping me when you do that. Thank you. What's that noise? Feckin' tap. Leaking. Stop that. I can't wait to not have a leaky tap. Yeah, the skin has fibre. And do you know what fibre is good for? Everything. Everything. Every damn thing you can think of, fibre is probably good for. Irish Cancer Society, hello, making beef or lamb? I am doing a beef stew because I was not feeling bougie enough for lamb. And if for some reason I mess it up because I'm distracted by stream, I won't feel quite as bad if I mess up some beef. I mean, I would still prefer not to mess it up, but you know. I actually can't really eat a whole lot of beef, so this is a treat. This is a treat. My stomach can't handle too much beef, and I try not to go too mad on it. You got to be careful, you know. You got to look after yourself. Fiber's good for a fast internet connection. Get Cyro in your area now. Yeah, a beefy treat. I don't know how you can mess up stew. That stuff is like foolproof. I have had some bad stews. I've had some bad stews in my time. Now, thankfully, I don't think I made any of them. I probably made one that was just like the flavor was a bit too strong or whatever, but I've had some bad stews. It can happen. It can happen. It could happen to you. How's one muck up a stew? And probably with a handful of muck, to be honest. Where am I putting these? I can just put these back in here once they're chopped. Okay, I like... Feck off, tiny little flies. I would 100% find a way to mess up stew. No, I bet you'd make a great stew. I bet you'd make a great stew, Maury. I am going to just cut these roundy ways. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm not like... I'm just going to... along like that, because that feels natural for stew. And you know what? I know I'm not supposed to be sitting on my legs, but I actually can't sit any other way comfortably, safely to do this unless I kneel like this because the table is just too low, unfortunately. But that will not be a problem soon. It will not be a problem. And I'm so looking forward to it. I don't get too precious about like the sizes being super even for the carrots. Like they'll be simmering away there for a long time, so they will cook through. And if they don't cook through, well, that's life. Sometimes your carrots don't cook through. I remember once I was cooking carrots. I was doing, you know that thing where you roast those vegetables in the oven and then you make soup out of it? I was roasting them for like 2 hours and the carrots hadn't cooked through. There was nothing wrong with the carrots otherwise. They just wouldn't cook. It was really strange. Yeah, uneven carrots, they add a bit of texture. King Josh, hello. I made stew in the crock pot once. It was horrible. No, I accidentally left it on overnight. Discovered the next day and tasted it was the best thing ever. Huh. I mean, there is that whole thing that if you leave stew overnight or if you leave it for a day, the flavor will develop. It'll get much, much nicer for you, you know. It gets, what's the phrase your man uses? Let all the flavors get to know each other. But stew is always nicer on the second day, if there's any left. What? 2 hours, what did they do to you? Wait, what was 2 hours? Did I say that? Oh, the carrots. Sorry, I'd already forgotten what we're talking about. I have no idea. The carrots just didn't want to be cooked. And do you know what? If a carrot doesn't want to be cooked through, that's fine. There's nothing you can do about it. That's all right. You roasted the poor things. I did have them with like other stuff and everything else cooked through soft. And the carrots were rock solid. And I'd roast carrots the odd time, like, and they would still, you get a nice little bit of flavor on the outside and they're nice and soft in the middle, like, but these ones just weren't having it. This is a lot of carrots. And radioactivated, hello. I can still hear Adam Ragusa yelling at me cutting about stew, soup, ingredients too precisely. Oh. Tara Shard, exclamation mark, recipe. It's not my recipe. I got it the Super Value website. I'm not doing the dumplings. I'm doing some mash with them with it instead. But that's the recipe we're using. It's all yours. Tagiki says I accidentally screwed up a stew once. Instead of cornstarch as a thickener, I grabbed the wrong container and added several tablespoons of baking soda. I'm so sorry. Oh, Takiki, that's heartbreak. That is absolute heartbreak. I'm so sorry. I got one better than that. Go on, Tartart, hit us. Hit us. Hit us, what you got? Volcano experiment stew incident. No. Did it taste good? I'd say it tasted spicy, but not in a nice way. If you have too much baking soda in something, it usually like feels like your mouth is a bit dry and burning. It tastes like an allergic reaction, more or less. Oh, Takiki said so mad at the time, that's one of those things you tell people and laugh. I did something similar with a batch of scones once. We didn't have any self-raising flour, and I was like, oh, it's fine, I'll just put in some baking soda. And no, I put in too much, and they tasted like fire. Tara Shirt says, we were at Christmas, my partner's mom was so proud of her gingerbread, so they all tasted and they made a face. As I'd begun to investigate, it was not ginger, but curry powder. That's rough. That's pretty rough. Like, curry pan is a thing, but curry bread, maybe not so much. Curry bread's probably very good. Curry pan is very nice. One time we had sesame oil instead of cooking wine to meat for soup, but it wasn't bad. At least, like, sesame's a nice flavour. Sesame oil is very, very good. Excuse me. Right, we got that. We need Scilera. Do you know the Irish for celery is Scilera? I think it's something like S-O-I-L-I-R-E or something like that. Now, something you have to know about celery. It's full of dirt. Full of dirt. Oh my god, the smell of celery is so nice. The easiest way to deal with celery is chop it up a bit and then rinse it. Because otherwise you're going to end up with all bits of dirt everywhere, right? Chop off the mangy looking bits. Chop it up into bits and then give it a rinse. Sorry, I bite your celery. All right, do you want a bite of celery? Go on. Keep in mind I haven't rinsed this. Here. Hang on. Here. You gonna bite it? Go on. Here comes the airplane. Jeez, you really went for that. It's fresh. I'm just gonna cut off the bit I bit. It's a good crunchy celery, I have to say. And since it was brought up earlier, is Vegeta also something that's commonly used in Ireland? We don't use it really commonly here. So it's fun fact, originated... Wait, no, sorry. I thought Vegeta was your man out of Dragon Ball Z. It originated in Croatia back then in Yugoslavia, made by a company called Podravka, which is still one of the biggest and strongest Croatian companies. I thought you were talking about your man out of Dragon Ball Z. Because that is his name as well, isn't it Vegeta? He's also a vegetable stock powder. Oh, geez, you know, you love a good multitasker. But no, I've actually not heard. I don't think I've heard of it anyway. It doesn't sound familiar. And to mix of dry vegetables and spices. I'm sobbing. I'm so sorry. I'd never heard of it in that context ever. But I mean, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. It sounds good. Kick the PJ low. I always thought his name was just a pun. I never knew. Oh God. Well, you know what? Every day is a school day, whether you want it to be or not. There is no escape. You will learn things against your will every day of your life. Just like I taught you about Mr. Crispo there yesterday. Was it yesterday I told you about Mr. Crispo? I think it was. And now everybody has to know about Mr. Crispo. Goku beat Vegeta into a little powder and settles him in Europe. What a way to live, lads. What's Mr. Crispo? So I was explaining somebody, it was last night, yeah, because we were playing Minecraft, and somebody asked, I don't remember who, someone was like, hey, I want to ask this, and I hope I'm not being disrespectful. And they weren't, they were completely respectful. They're like, what's the difference between, like, culturally, between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland? And now, I haven't really spent a lot of time in the North, I know a lot of people from up there, and the general consensus was, it's the vibes, you know, it's the vibes, and when you're in the North, you're in the UK, so, like, very, you know, the vibes. But what I pointed out is that there's two different Mr. Tatos. There's Mr. Tato in the Republic, that's the crisp, and there's Mr. Tato in Northern Ireland, which is the crisp, but he came back wrong. Like, there's something not right. Something not right with him. He looks like he was left out in the windowsill for a while over a very, very hot summer. But there is a third contender in the Mr. Tato issue, because in the country of Georgia, the country, not the American place, the country of Georgia, there is a crisp brand called Mr. Crispo, and I swear to God, the mascot is just the Irish Mr. Tato, the Republic of Ireland Mr. Tato. Where on earth did that go? It's gone. It's gone. Tiny Toxic Tofu, hello, and Salty Bob, hello. How are we doing? All right, that's grand. They don't need to all be perfect. So yeah, now you know. Mr. Tato multiverse. Mr. Tato multiverse. I need, you know what, I'm gonna rob this. I'm gonna put these in here. I'm gonna put these in here so I can give them a quick little rinse. They should be fine, but you know. Celery sawn opening, gone. Just right across the room. Right across. Mini Squatch, hello, bottom of the evening to you. How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Din, 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 din. Okay, that's pretty clean. It was pretty clean already, but you know, you just want to be sure, to be sure, to be sure. That'll do. I'm just gonna throw those in with these. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Pinhook, hello. How are you doing? And Ashton's vibe, hello, so much lore for a Tato, so much. So much. My Black Cat, hello, when's the last time you accidentally cut yourself because you're scared me with that knife? I don't tend to cut myself very often by accident when I'm cooking. Somehow. Don't know how. But I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question my run of luck so far. I'm going to grab an onion. I think these are the onions I bought recently. They better be the onions I bought recently, because if they're not, it's all over, lads. If it's not one of the ones I got recently, then we'll have Nunion. Nunion. Lisa Clover Bloom has good news. This is good news maybe just for me, because I'm incredibly autistic about this game, but Ooblets hit Steam yesterday and went live with their Halloween event. I've seen a lot of people talking about Ooblets, and I'm considering giving it a go. I don't know if it's entirely my thing, but I don't think it's not my thing, you know? And Peter says, I know the exact pre-moving feeling when you're excited about all the stuff that will replace the old stuff. It never worked properly. Ooh, oh God, you have no idea. Oh my God, we haven't, sorry, I say this like once a week. We haven't had heating for a year. We haven't had heating for a year, and by the time we're properly moved in, it should be global warming. It should be starting to get cold enough that we would want the heating more often. So we're going to be cozy. We're going to have a fireplace, not an open fireplace, like a gas fire. And we'll see about maybe getting a stove down the line. But yeah, a year, it got fixed for like 6 weeks. And the man, okay, I have to tell you the story because I'm not angry about it anymore because I know we're getting out of here. But it's gas, so gas boiler. So it broke September of last year. We spent months trying to get someone in. Nobody would look at it. Nobody would deal with the system. They're like, no, it's cursed. I'm not going to be held responsible if something goes wrong with that. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, sure. So we eventually do get someone in to look at the system to fix it. Now, I'd like to point out as well, we had a new boiler put in Christmas of 2021. So less than a year later, everything stopped working. I mean, everything. No hot water, no heating. We didn't have hot water for almost 3 months, which was just great. So anyway, we eventually, like, we have to start using the immersion. Now, the immersion's expensive to use, but at least it means we have hot water. And that was not actually safe to use for a long time. So we did go into, I think it was until like September until about the start of December that we didn't have any hot water or something like that. And eventually we did get someone in who, God love him, he was in the press where the tank is for about, until like 1 a.m. He was like, I cannot leave this. It is too unsafe. I'm not leaving this as it is. I don't care how long I have to stay. Your man, he was brilliant, like fair play to him. And eventually we're like, okay, it's safe enough that we can put on the immersion now. And then a lad came in just to finish up some stuff. He was like, okay. The heating will now work at some, I think it was like February, someone came back and they're like, right, the heating should work now. Like there should be no problems from this point. I just need to come back and finish up a few bits in a while. And it was great. We had heating, we had hot water, we were living. I was on stream, I was like, hey, dun, 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 dun. Your man comes back to pick up all the little loose ends and, you know, connect that into the panel on the wall outside in the hallway. Do you want to guess what happened? Everything broke. Everything broke. Everything. There was something in there that broke. And that might as well have been everything. The heating stopped working. The hot water stopped working. Everything stopped working. This was in about March or April. He has never come back. He was like, oh, we'll come back now. We'll fix that. And we never heard from him again. Landlord was going mad, even trying to get a hold of him. He just disappeared. So that's where we're at. But this time, this winter, we're getting out. It's no longer our problem. The landlord is ready to burn this place to the ground, I think. Cover the ground with salt and leave. And I don't blame them because they couldn't get anyone in to fix this either. So, woo! Yee-haw. Lads, geez, I'll tell you something. I've never been so glad of hot water bottles as I have been in the last year or so. The comedy. Okay, there is some comedy to be had in this, all right? There's comedy to be had in all things. Well, most things. But the night I found out that everything had broken, I was in VR chat. McDara was in New York. So I was like, okay, I don't want to go out. I'm a little too, like, whatever, just a bit whatever to go out. I was like, I'll just go into VR and hang out with some people. You know, it'd be grand. So, you know, I say hang out with people, nice, quiet night. It's 3 a.m. and I'm going, wait, I'm like, okay, I need to go and drink like a liter of water. So I take my headset off. I'm going out in the hallway. I'm like, it's very dark out here. And that's when I noticed that the panel on the wall is not switched on. I'm like, that's tomorrow's problem. And I wake up the next morning being like, I'm sure it's fixed itself. No. And that was it. But I don't know. Sometimes I think about that and I just think it's quite funny, even though it's very bad. You have to, geez lads, you have to laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry, you know. And this onion's doing enough of a job trying to make me cry, but I am stronger than this onion. I do not fear this onion anymore. In fact, I don't fear any onions. I'm not afraid of these little vegetables. I am not afraid of these. Is an onion an allium, technically speaking? I'm not afraid, but I'm not doing anything until I can open my eye, in case I do take a finger off my hand, because that wouldn't be great, lads. It wouldn't be ideal, you know, to tell you the truth. I've always had to wear goggles cutting those. Yeah, it's tough out, but I think I'm starting to get, I'm either starting to get used to it or I'm getting more stubborn as time goes on. I think I'm just getting more stubborn, to tell you the truth. Woo! This stew will be worth it. I'm not sniffling. I'm not. But you know what, lads? Jeez, I tell you something for nothing. This will clear the sinuses out, no bother. I can't see a thing. I don't know what's going on. If you're saying anything important in chat, I can't see it. Oh, sweet holy God. I gotta open the window. Window open. I gotta open the door. Door open. I'm gonna put a spoon in my mouth. Spoon in my mouth. Oh, bad. Ow! Jesus Christ! Okay, it's going away. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fucking onion.
Oh.
Could you get me some tissue paper, please, from the bathroom? Because I can't see where I'm walking. I was making the song and dance out of like, oh, you know, it doesn't bother me anymore. It bothers me. I'm going to wash my hands so I don't put onion hands onto my face. How we all hold up and chat. I'm asking you that. I can't see. I can't see. I mean, I can, but I can't. This is my punishment for my hubris. I know. Is my makeup running? Ah! Oh God. I'm all good. Let me go see the damage. Oh, that's bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. My eyeliner is just gone. It's it's just gone. It's gone. I look like I've been crying. I look like I have been crying over like I don't know. Oh, something very serious. Whew. Yeah, chopping onions while wearing makeup, it was a bold move, I will admit. I'll touch it up in a few minutes. Not before I get that on the pan. I do have to go back to the scene of the crime, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm gonna take these big chunks out. Here's a hot take. Chew gum while chopping onions. How distressed do I look from all the way over there, lads? God. Weakest Irish onion. Honest to God, I'm never sassing an onion ever again. Okay, where are we? Excuse me. I'm so sorry if I missed anything in chat there. Okay. We start frying. We start frying. Are we ready to start frying? Frying over you. Frying over you. And now you're gone. I've been frying. Frying, 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 frying over you. Okay, I'm actually okay again. I actually feel completely fine. Fry me to the moon and let me fry among the meat. Okay, we're putting the meat on. I'm just throwing in all of it. I'm just throwing it all in. Excuse me. Moon meat. Come fry with me, let's fry away. I actually don't know how that song goes after that part. I'm trying to think of other songs with cry or fly. I can't think of any. I simply cannot think. Indigo Mage, hello. Best I prefer for cutting onions is wetting the knife, as the cut onion stuff makes acid when it hits your eyes, which is what hurts. See, I tried a lot of the different hacks, and they stop working for me after a while, which is very strange. It's like they work for a while, and then they suddenly stop. Get in there. I'm just leaving it all as is. This stewing beef is usually fine straight out of the pack, and I am lazy, so I just hope that this pot is big enough. Now get in there. This hob might actually be too big. That's starting to smoke a bit, so. Okay. I'm going to get this, get in there. We're gonna get some pubber. You know, just throw it in there and hope for the best. And then solid lead oil. Wah. Wah. Wandering Princess. Fry me a river. Fry me a river. Bow, bow, bow. Fry me a river. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So I just want to fry the meat until it's sealed. Now I genuinely do think we would have been as well to have a bigger, bigger pot, but I don't have a bigger pot. So you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? What kind of meat you using? The meaty one. Percentage of meat to fat on the beef. It doesn't say. It's stewing beef, so you want a little bit of fat. You want the flavour coming through. You know, you want the flavour. Oh, Ashton, very good. It's my party and I'll fry if I want to, fry if I want to, fry if I want to. You would fry too if it happened to you. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, the heat is actually too low now. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh. Today was a bad day to skip breakfast. The streams make me hungry. Once everything is in, we have a bit of broth in there, I'm going to go touch up my eyeliner. Until then, you're going to have to deal with me looking like this. This is the price you pay for good stew, okay? This is the price you pay for good stew. Oh. Whew. Sizzle cam. And you can hear them sizzling. There we go. Oh. Okay, now I think you can see that fairly well. When doves fry, I actually don't know if I know how that goes. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, heat back up another little bit. I'm so sorry, I've been sniffling into the microphone like directly for quite a while at this point. Oh dear, lads. Well, you know, could be worse. Could be worse. Oh, Astrid Green. No woman, no fry. No woman, no fry. Do, 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 do. What else we got? Whew. You still look fine, thank you, Righteous Nighteous. I look more fine than I am because my my glasses are on and they hide a multitude of makeup sins, really. Now some of these are stuck together, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it just means that sometimes you'll get a little more in your bowl and that's grand. I believe I can fry. Oh, of course, I forgot. You're frying without wings. Okay, I should have cut some of these bits up, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You just get you just give it one of these, or you just give it one of those, and you just get. I need these to be sealed before we put everything else in, you know. Jeez, you're not playing nice, are you? You're not playing nice at all. Get out of here! I hate this. I hate this, but it's nearly there. Nearly there. Ow. Get in. Get down. Get down. Guru of it. We're doing fine. Do you fear hot oil? Yes, but I think most people should fear hot oil. I think if you want to live a good, long, healthy life, you should fear hot oil. Oh, goodness. I let my glasses make my eyes like 50% smaller so I can go having the makeup every day. Every day. Now the flip side of that is you can do massive like loads of eyeliner and everything. You put your glasses on, it's just whop. Which happens to me sometimes. Do you ever do the thing where you do your eyeliner, you're like, wow, my eyeliner wing is so big, like it's very flashy, and then you put your glasses on, it looks like absolutely nothing. 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 No things. Not even there. Okay, that looks pretty promising. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. This is a lot of beef, but I mean, this will be a good hearty meal. So it'll be grand. Okay, that all looks pretty sealed. So what we need to do now that it's all sealed... Now that it's sealed, I must throw in... It doesn't say when to put the onions in. I'm going to throw the onion in just so I can see it suffer on its own, and then I'll throw everything else in a couple of seconds after. Suffer, onion, as I suffered for you. Here now. Suffer, onion. For you must suffer. Truly you must. I'm going to give that like 10 seconds on throwing everything else in. I need to get the kettle going, actually, just so we can get some broth. And then you just kind of throw everything in together, you know? Oh, I forgot the tomato puree. Do I have that in the fridge? Yes, tomato puree. Oh, very nicely diced. Thank you. It's impressive considering I went blind for a few minutes afterwards. Okay, vegetables. You have to give it one of these. This pot is definitely not big enough for what I'm doing. So we're just going to have to pray, all right? Or whatever we actually do instead. Light a candle. This is definitely not a big enough pot for this. I don't really have any alternatives, unfortunately. So, you know what? We've made our stew, now we must lie in it or something. It's a lot of carrots, isn't it? I love carrots. Hands up, who is a carrot appreciator? Carrots are great. Maybe my love of carrots comes from my deep desire to have night vision, but even still, pretty good. Now, we pop in a little bit of flour. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to put in a little bit of flour and a bit of tomato puree, excuse me, in a few seconds, and then we put in the stock on top. And that's kind of it. We just let it simmer for like 2 hours-ish. Wait, I keep reading this wrong. Okay. Tomato puree, I'm going to eyeball this because I do not know fear. What? I do not know fear. I do not know fear, and maybe I should, but I simply do not. So, I'm eyeballing it. I'm making a mess. I'm eyeballing it. It's okay. Everything will need to be cleaned again anyway, so it's fine. Yes, I do have the fear of sprinkling flour near an open flame. Don't worry. And that is a good and normal and healthy fear to have, and you should have it too. You should all have that fear, in fact. Need a little more flour. Just a little more. You don't want to go too mad with it. You don't want to end up in any clumps because that's going to be disgusting, okay? Now, this is not really traditional in any way, if we're being real. There's nothing traditional about this stew. You don't have tomato puree in you know, Paddy Hion's house in the middle of nowhere in the 1800s. You're not going to have tomato puree. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter that much. Because if it's delicious, that's what matters. Okay. We're going in with the stocked up cube. Soap, what are you doing? Lovely to see you. Come in, come in, come in, come in. All right, that's doing its thing there. I need a big mug. Oh, spooky mug. I haven't used this in a while. I have to do something that I really don't want to have to do, but it has to be done. I have to do a clear out of my mugs. I have to get rid of mugs I don't use soon. And by I say soon, I mean before we move, I kind of do need to do it, really. All right, let me just... Oh, okay. Smells good so far. We don't have everything we need in there just yet, but it's going. It's going. Stock cube. Stonk cube. Catalyst Raris, thank you very much for 5 months. How are you doing? Come in, come in, come in. Cooking carrots with a little butter and cinnamon is delicious. Oh, that sounds so good. Carrots with anything like slightly sweet is just so, so good. Sorry, that was very messy. That's the stock cube. Oh, come back. I need to put more liquid in this anyway, so I'm just going to bring this in here. More liquid. I can't believe I almost got blinded by an onion. Because now I just look like I'm very emotional about food, which, yes, that's true. That is true. However, I'm just gonna... That should be plenty. That should be loads. That's loads. And if we need more, we can do it later. I'm not doing it all now. That's it. That's it. I am now going to just get a lid. I think some of that's getting a bit weird. So if it is weird, it's grand. It'll float to the top. We can scoop it off. We can just eyeball it, you know? That's what I do with any stew. You just eyeball it. If you got any weird bits on top, you just take them out. It's fine. A lot of cuts of meat, if you're like boiling them or stewing them or anything, you need to keep an eye out for like scum to take off the top. Otherwise it gets pure weird. So it's fine. Right, we're going to turn that to a simmer. We're going to turn this down because it's very loud. And I'm going to sit down for a couple of minutes. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's stew. That's stew. I'm going to get us the cooker cam up in the corner. That's it. I sit down. Oh. What's the preference for diced versus minced beef in stews? I don't mind too much, but I would tend to veer towards diced. I find that minced beef gets a bit strange, but that might just be me. Now we wait. We do have other things to do, but I would like to sit down. I need to fix my makeup, lads. Look at the cut of this. Look, this is what my glasses off. Look at this. I look like I'm in an Evanescence music video. Like, I can't live like this. Yeah, it's bad. Just give me a second. All right, I'm bringing down the hallway. Woo! Hello. Wait. It's okay, I'm back. I'm just fixing my face for a second. Now I can't see chat, so please be nice while I'm gone. Oh, you got to be ready, lads. It's not gonna look great, but like it'll be grand. I just have no eyeliner left on the side at all. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know who I'm trying to kid here, myself or ye. Are you being nice to me over there? The nerve. The nerve. I think this is the first time I've ever done makeup with someone watching me this intently. All right, fine. If you're being nice to me over there, that's fine. I can handle it. That's fine. I can handle it. I think. I got this. My eyelashes are still not right, but I don't think there's any way to save them at this stage. I look human again. I don't look like I just cried over an onion quite as much. My best friend loves to watch me do makeup because she doesn't wear any. It's unnerving to say the least. I've never had any. This is the first time I think anyone has ever actually watched me do my makeup. Except for maybe McDara. Like, he's the only other person. I'm just going to throw these in here. The whole length. Saved. Saved. Done. It's been an emotional afternoon, lads, you know. Hey, Google. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
Sure. 45 minutes.
It's been a lot to deal with, lads, you know. It's a lot to deal with. Okay, I'm going to give my hands a little wash. Oh. Gert, hello. Why was Kate redoing her makeup? I had a fight with an onion. A real fucking uns. I had a fight with an onion, and unfortunately, I lost. But I'm okay now. Where did I put the thing of compost bags? They're gone. Gone away. I'll just put this over here. What kind of stock do you use? Personally, I'm feeling bearish on beef stock. I used a beef stock that I know is good. Generally, I find beef stock can be a bit too... I don't know what the word is. It's always a bit too strong or something. It's always a bit too... I don't know how to explain. It's usually too salty, actually, I find. But this one, it's the Aldi own brand, which I find it's grand. Oxo's a bit better, but this is all I can find. Don't ever use little stock cubes. I think... No, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I think they are disgusting, and I've really tried. Like, I've tried them on several occasions. I just think they're mank. Like, the chicken ones are, like, they're fine. The beef ones are horrific. They're catastrophic. Like, they really, really are. Disgusting. Exactly. My poor glasses are still in ribbons. But yeah, Oxo's great. I'm not really too bothered about the stock pots. You know, I'm sure they're fine. I used one once and it was okay. I didn't find it to be much better than the stock cube, but you know. Yeah, it's beef flavor. Want some celery? Devereaux, hello. Bachelor's beans are Heinz beans. They're bachelors. It's what we eat them in this house. We eat bachelor's. Jesus, what was that? Bachelor's beans in this house. They're Irish. You know, and they're nice. If you ever get a chance to try Better Than Bouillon stock paste, I think I've heard of that. This is stone cold. All right. We've gotten through our trials and our tribulations of the day, lads. Hands up. Who wants a cup of tea? A fresh cup, a fresh tea, the fresh cup of tea, with fresh tea in the cup, which is also fresh. It's all fresh, handmade, hand roasted tea, hand reared, corn fed, grass fed, non-caged, free ranged tea. That's what we're having. When did Steve Austin join the stream? I know he got into my mug and now everything is stone cold. You know, it happens like that, lads. It happens like that. Varsa says, I wish it was easy to find stock powder outside of cubes. I only ever found it once, but it's great. I have seen it, but only in like... I've only seen it in like very specific shops. Like either in like an Asia market or in, I don't know, like Fallon and Burn, which is like a fancy food place, so... Seven Seeth, hello, how are you doing on this Friday? I hope you're having a good and a fine one altogether. I think I'm fully recovered from the incident now. fully recovered from the, oh, my eyes. My eyes aren't sore anymore. They're just a bit wary, wary. Become cube. Become cube. Become cube. Oh. I really hope this turns out nice. I might have put a little bit too much tomato puree in, and if I have, sure, look, that's fine. I'm sure it'll taste nice still. At that point, it's less stew and more tomato soup. But look, it's fine. It's fine. I'll turn it down a tiny bit because I don't want it to get weird, No substitute to tomato. You need the umami. I disagree, but only for one specific dish. Hey Google, set a 5-minute timer. Once I looked up a recipe. Now this is something I usually freehand. I looked up a recipe for shepherd's pie. And it was just bolognese. It was just bolognese and spud. Now don't get me wrong, that sounds delicious, but that's not a shepherd's pie. It's not a cottage pie. It's no pie that I have ever met. It was nice, Earl TJ, hello, perfect time. I just made myself a cup of tea before joining the stream. Perfect, and welcome in. How are you doing? Come in. Chris01 has redeemed a close-up of the boy. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for the first shark close-up of the day and maybe the last one in this kitchen? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here he is! Hey. Boop. Watcha. All right. Let's sit him back in here. Whew. I'm sweating, lads. Kate, hello, and thank you for the bits. How are you doing?
Just popping in to spread some cheer and bits this first Spooky Friday
Oh,
cake
it is the first Spooky Friday of the month. It is. I should really be making something spooky, but I needed something savory today. How are you doing, Kate? Are you well? Are you vibing? Are you having a good one? John Plays Games, hello. I'm doing all right. You know what? I'm doing okay. I hope that onion disintegrates, so I never have to look at it again. I'm doing pretty good. A spooky soup. You know what? I was looking around for recipes. I was going to make like a pumpkin soup, but I kept finding recipes that, sure, they were well rated, but they never, they would not distinguish between a butternut squash and a pumpkin. They are two completely different things. Sure, they're both gourds, but they are different gourds. They're different kinds of gourds, and loads of the recipes they did not differentiate between them, and that was driving me mad. Shoehead, thank you very much for 13 months of your prime. Enjoy some Bezos box. Good luck in the move. Thank you, Shoehead. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you're keeping well. Atari says I don't like either of them. I feel like that's a very unpopular opinion. I wouldn't say it's unpopular. I mean, there's lots of popular stuff that I probably don't like, so it's grand. It do be like that sometimes. It do. I will Thanos snap that onion. So the only other thing we have to do is make some mash. Now that's going to simmer away there for another hour or so. We can start peeling those in a little while, but I just want to take a few minutes and chat with you, Soapwoods has made some potato and leek soup this week, very wintry. Oh yes, potato-based soup. Nova Lady Faust is here, big advocate of potato-based soup. So good, like so good. Ghostly Howler says butternut squash creamy soup with carrots and other veggies is so good. I was nearly going to make something like that, and I kind of regret not doing it, but like we can do it another time. Roadhog, hello. Stu is holding on for dear life over there. I'll tell you something. Actually, no, I think it's going to be grand. How are you doing yourself, Roadhog? Butternut squash makes a good pasta noodle. I have just realized something. So I think the counter the little breakfast bar counter area, which will be, this will be our new, like, front of stream in the new house. I think it has enough of a lip around the edge to affix the pasta maker to it. I'm just saying. I think it could, because I haven't really been able to use that since I got it, which is such... Well, I used it once on stream, but there's no way to affix it here. You can't affix it anywhere here because there's not enough of a lip on this. So I think there might be just enough to, like, clamp it on and go, wee, wah, make fresh pasta. Because I'd like to practice making pasta, because I know it's not supposed to be very complicated. But for some reason, even though I managed to, like, get it all the right shape, the size and everything, it all stuck together so quickly, even though I took all the steps to make it not stick. So I think it's just, like, there's a knack to it. Like, it's a matter of practice. A matter of practice. Oh, goodness gracious. Where's my other shoe? There it is. Yes, yeah, you need good sturdy pasta. I'm going to make some French toast this weekend. Oh, yes. I haven't made French toast in a while. It's so good. Love French toast. I feel like I'm not very good at making French toast. I always make it, like, it turns out soggy or something. I can never get it quite right. So it's another thing I'd like to make more of. Knack to it. Knack 1 or knack 2? Oh, knack 2, baby. Sorry. I'm just gonna... Nobody saw that happen. Nobody saw that happen. Fresh Till Death, hello! How are you doing? Come in. Oi. Give me that. Gotcha. If it's soggy, maybe bake it longer on lower temperature to not burn it. Is French toast not done on the pan? Is French toast not done on the pan? I thought it was. So I can't bake it for long. If I leave it longer, it starts to burn, but it's still somehow soggy. I don't know, I think maybe I just put too much wheat womp on it, you know? It's done on the pan, because it's French. Oh, in Dutch, frying and baking is the same word. That's completely fine. I did not know that, actually. How do you differentiate, then, between, like, frying something and baking something? Like, is there, like, another word you have to put with it to differentiate between it, or how does that work? Because I do not know. I simply haven't a notion. Oh, goodness. Differentiate. Oh, my God. I'm okay. I suppose, yeah, context would tell you plenty. Context would do it grand for you. I feel like I've warped through about an hour there. I think the onion incident has just really thrown me today, lads. It'd be grand, like, it'd be fine. I need some water. Oh, goodness. Aesthetic, fried and baked potatoes. Which one is it? That's a good point, actually. Bride potato. It could be brie. Brie in potato. Like brie cheese. You know what I actually really want to make? I've never made Hasselback potatoes. I really want to make Hasselback. You just cut like a million little incisions and put loads of stuff in there, you know? You know? Onion incident, I'm pretty sure I lost a good like 15 minutes of stream just because I couldn't stop crying about the onion because it was burning me. I'm gonna give this a little stir. Burning me quite bad. Ah! Oh, yo! I'm going to have a little taste of the broth. Ooh. It is too early to tell at this early stage of the cooking process. I can't tell you how it is. That's giving the game away. I'm bringing Hassel back. Yeah. Has the stew already been named, or can we call it Stuart Little? All in favour of calling the stew Stuart Little, say aye. What will I do with you, lads? What will I do with you? You're divils. Through and through divils, but I wouldn't have you any other way, and that's just the truth of it, you know? I can assure you there are no mice. There are no mice in the stew, I promise. No mice. No mice have been harmed in the making of this stew. A friend of mine has a mouse in her house, and she's trying to find the most humane way to get it out, because she doesn't want to hurt the mouse, because he's just a little guy, and he's not getting into like food or anything, just eating candles, weirdly enough. So I can assure you there are no mice in this stew. And if you were watching, I did not put any mice in this stew. They tried offering cheese. Do you know, actually, if you're trying to get a mouse's attention into, like, preferably a humane trap if you get a hold of one, peanut butter will attract them more than cheese. Peanut butter, it will do the business. Like, honest to God, like, they don't eat, like, they'll eat cheese if they have nothing else to eat, but peanut butter is the best thing to put in, like, a little trap to, you know, if you can, please use a humane trap. They're just little guys, especially in this weather, like, they're just looking for shelter, you know? And chocolate, yeah, I think chocolate works as well. Cheerios, oh! And peanut butter can choke rats and mice, really? I did not know that. I suppose it depends on the consistency. I suppose the stuff that's made like just peanuts is quite thick, so yeah, I suppose you have to be careful. We used to trap mice using salami. Oh, salami. Peanut butter bread is for house hippos. Oh my god. Salty Bobby, you've awakened a memory in my brain. Do you remember that Media Smart ad with the house hippo? I feel like we did actually talk about this on stream once. And it was this whole like documentary style thing. I was like, this is the house hippo. And, you know, and it's all this and this, and then it goes around and then it goes to bed. And at the end it's like, be media smart. That wasn't real. And that was aimed at the children who would then have to grow up to tell the people older than them that not everything they see on the television is real. Anyway, stew. We're going to start peeling these spuds in a couple of minutes. We have a while. We have a while. They sleep for up to 16 hours a day. I mean, listen, there could be a house hippo. There could be a house hippo anywhere. You never know. You never know. We've got house sharks. Oh, I never put his hat back on. Sorry. Sorry, shark. You deserved better than that. There we go. Oh, okay, I'm fully recovered from my onion incident. My eyes feel completely fine now. A file I've had to wait an hour to upload has finally gone to G Drive, so on the note, I'm gonna sleep. May the stewage be tasty. Thank you, AtariVG. Thank you. Oh, and have a good sleep. Wouldn't anything sugary bring about ants and such? It depends. Ants are equally not very hard to attract and very difficult to attract. You only really attract ants in the right season, like kind of spring into summer is when you'd see them most. Now, that's not to say that if you put a bit of food on the floor, they won't show up eventually, but it depends on many factors. Many factors. Like we had ants in this house, and we get them, like we'll still get them, but they don't go through the house as much because we just cut them off the source. I don't like putting down poison for ants because they can carry it and spread it elsewhere, and I don't like that. And if you put down, it's like I don't like putting down slug pellets because birds will pick those up. And the slugs they're just doing their own thing, you know. You can get other things that deter them better, and I prefer to deter pests than kill them if possible, unless they're like super invasive and doing like harm to the ecosystem or whatever. But anyway, we had ants and we couldn't figure out where they're coming from. This was a good few years ago, and we kept finding them in the kitchen. We're like not millions of them, like we'll find one or two. I'm like, where did you come from? So I'm looking around trying to find like what's attracting them, where are they coming from. I check in the bathroom, they're not coming in there. They're not coming in through the door. So something you need to know about this house is that, like many houses in this part of the country, this house is a conga line. This is a conga line of a house. It's not very big. It's not teeny tiny. We're lucky in that, but it's not huge. They were doing a little ant party conga line the whole way down the hallway. They were getting into a crack in the front door, and then a crack in the second front door, and they were conga line. They were coming down the hallway like da 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 da, hey da 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 da, hey da 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 da, hey. Like they were just like that much space between them, just like. And I had to follow them because I saw it's like, oh, there's one or two coming. I had to follow them the whole way back out to find this out. So that's it. Oh. Alien Fish Gaming says, if you trap mice, you absolutely must race them 4 more miles from their cottage. Oh yeah, they're no Egypts. Like, they'll go back home. They'll know. They'll absolutely know. Because I think my friend's been releasing them in, like, a park near her house. But I think it's too close by. Like, they're coming back. And also, there's the whole thing that if there is one mouse, there are more. You know, we had mice in our house at home. And they didn't eat any food, thank goodness. They didn't get into the food. But they used to terrorize our dog. Cyberface, thank you so much for your prime. That's very kind of you. I thank you very, very much. They used to terrorize poor Sally because Sally was a King Charles, and they're like a King Charles is like yay big, like not a tiny little dog, not huge, but bigger than a mouse. And we would know immediately if there was a mouse in the kitchen, because it was one of those like kitchen living rooms in one kind of rooms that you get in council houses, and we wouldn't even hear the scurry. We'd just hear like Sally be, you know the way dogs just snuffle around. They're just like. Ah! She would scream. She'd go, ah! She wouldn't bark. She'd just go, ah! We'd be like, oh yeah, okay, there's a mouse. And then we go over and we'd hear the little. Yeah, so that was it. She was afraid of mice, got over. She was terrified because she didn't understand that. She was afraid of cats. She came face to face with a cat once, and instead of getting angry and trying to make herself big, she just kind of went like, imagine like cat is here, she's here, she's going. Tried to pretend she wasn't there. She's like, Oh goodness. King Charles is 5'10", not for long. Speaking of dogs, today I walked past a tiny little sausage dog puppy and I overheard the owner call him Stumpy. I've only seen Stumpy for 10 seconds in my life and I'd kill it for him. Oh, Stumpy. Medusa skirt. 5 minutes. Go. 5 minutes. Go. Have you considered giving the house to the ants now that you're leaving? I've thought about it. I don't know if they'll accept the offering I leave down for them, but you know. Go. All right, 5 minutes. Go on. This might be the last one you ever have in this kitchen. Go. While I have your attention, stream next Friday will be here still, but it will not be starting until 4 p.m. So it's going to be starting like a good few hours later than usual because I have an appointment and it has to be on a Friday, so I can't get out of it. It's something I want, like I'm delighted, but it has to be a Friday, so I was like, feck it, we'll do that. We're starting at 4 o'clock. We're starting 3 hours later than usual next Friday, but we're going to have a party. Head Pikachu, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for a $20 illegal hype chat. That's gonna get some good eggs. Head Pikachu, thank you so much. Oh my god. I thank you. A premium one. It's stuck up there now forever. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I thank you very much. I usually start the same end for me, so it's very nice. I considered starting these streams like an hour later, which is funny because I'm also considering starting the evening ones an hour earlier, but I don't want to mess around with stuff too much, you know? It lasts for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm so sniffly still. I'm partially sniffly because of the onion, but I'm also sniffly because I'm just a little bit sick. I don't have COVID, thank goodness. I don't have any of the actual COVID symptoms. I don't suspect it for a second. There's just a cold going around. Don't worry, if it gets any worse, I will do a COVID test because I'm due to see some friends tomorrow and I would hate to get them sick. I feel very bad about it. I'm also near the latest time zone, so can't accommodate us all. I do try though. I like to try. A lot of people, particularly in Europe, I've noticed a lot of European streamers start at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. my time. And like, you know what? Fair play. But I'm barely alive at that hour of the morning, unless I've woken up at 7. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I need a certain amount of time after I wake up to be presentable. I need a certain amount of time to be presentable. Like I used to wake up, depending on how much time I thought I needed, I'd usually wake up an hour and a half before an opening shift or like an early morning shift in my old job because I needed time I would speed run, shower, breakfast, and I needed like half an hour to walk to work. So I would just like skid into the shower, skid in here, make a cup of tea, sit down with like my boiled eggs or toast or whatever. I was like, yum, 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 yum. I was like, put on makeup if I was wearing it. Sometimes I didn't. Make myself look presentable, dressed, go. But if I tried to go any faster than that, it's not so much that I wouldn't get all my bits and bobs done. I need the meditation of sitting down with a cup of tea every morning. And the only times I can get away with not doing that is if there is something urgent I need to do, or if I'm desperately hungover. So, which, I mean, the latter hasn't happened in a long time. It doesn't happen very often, but you know. Go to Irish says, I love your stream starting hours because I'm only 1 hour ahead, so I'm actually able to watch Irish streamers compared to American streamers. I feel that so much. There's so many American streamers, or maybe even Canadian streamers, who I really like, and I don't see their stuff because they start at like 1 in the morning. So I can't eat before I am where I'm supposed to be. Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I'm a breakfast believer, okay? I love breakfast. Breakfast is, if I don't have breakfast, now maybe this is just because I have low iron and low blood pressure. I don't even have that low iron. I'm just supposed to take a sachet every so often. But speaking of, I should probably take one of those. I just need a good bit. I need food in my belly. But here's where it gets complicated. If I have too much food in the morning, I will go back to sleep. I will out, gone like a light. I'm gone. There's no waking me up. That's a lie. I will wake up. I just won't be happy about it. So I need a light breakfast, but I have to have that breakfast because I will feel it if I don't have that breakfast. If I have to wait until the afternoon to have food, I will be angry. Like breakfast is my don't talk to me before my cup of coffee sort of thing, you know? I'm not quite that bad, but you know. Has to be done. I always forget about it. Oh. Back to resinless behavior. Hello. You got in just in time. That's it. You've had your 5 minutes. It's all done. Absolutely know those days when you're zooming off the moment you wake up and then you feel off 3 hours later and you realize you didn't get your morning routine and you're like, something is wrong. Michelle is in New Zealand but streams during her night, usually for 10 to 12 hours. I've actually noticed some people do that. A lot of people will stream, like especially people who do it a lot, or maybe people who are doing once-offs. They will stream a completely different time zone. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, Iron Mouse streams on like Japan time sometimes. I don't know if she does it all the time, but she's in I think she's in Puerto Rico, and she streams on Japan time, which is bad. I mean, if it works, the thing is, like, if it works, then why not, by all means. I've stopped eating breakfast lately and have the first meal at lunch and don't have to eat after 7 p.m. It's been weirdly nice. Sometimes it can work for you, you know. Different strokes for different folks. The most important thing is, like, listen to your belly. If you need to eat, you need to eat. And if you're not hungry, don't force yourself unless you really, really have to eat, you know. And make sure you're eating enough. Make sure you're eating enough. Especially this time of year when you have coughs and colds and bits going on, you know. Make sure you're eating enough for, you know, for your belly. You have to be eating. Especially coming into the winter, you know. I think she just because of Connor. Oh, actually, something I meant to mention on stream. I would like to clarify. I don't know your man, CDogV. I don't know him from the wall. Like, I do not know him. I know of him. I know he's out there. He did a video of going to a Lolita fashion like tea party, and it was really good. It was really good. It was really respectful of the the culture of the fashion. It was really, really, really good. Like, it was excellent. And they, I think it was with Rin, who is a Lolita model. She's been going for years, like years and years and years. And she like guided him through picking out an outfit and all that kind of stuff. And he looked well. He looked really well. I get very excited when I see people who are fairly high profile, just like putting a spotlight on the fashion, but like in a very good way, in a very good and honest and like, you know, excited way. And it was just very sweet and very funny as well. So we love to see it. We love to see it. I'm gonna give this a little stir. No, this is stewing up very nice, I have to say. we go. There we go. I'm notorious for not eating enough, so Huel has been a life changer for me with that, but all the good flavors are out of stock. Ain't it the way? Ain't it the way? It's so important to eat good. Eat good. And like, even if it means, I know this sounds mad, but obviously it's great to eat loads of vegetables and everything, but like, if you have like a food that is a cheat code for you that will mean you eat something, just eat it. Just eat it. You are better off eating a pre-packaged, processed frozen pizza than eating nothing. That is better. That is the better option. Like, do not be under any illusions. You're better off eating frozen pizza subs than eating nothing, all right? For real, on God, no cap. I'm serious. One thing I could not recommend that anybody eat. So, you know the crisps? I need to get some of the system. You know the crisps, Mighty Munch? You know Mighty Munch. Mighty Munch. They're like claw shaped, and they're a good flavor. I can't remember if they're pickled onion. I always mix them up with Banshee bones. I can't remember if they're pickled onion or if they're kind of like a little bit spicy. Lidl have their own brand called Monster Claws. They're terrible. Don't buy them. They are horrible. They are just they're comically bad. Like they're awful. Don't get them. I'm usually fine with off-brand stuff. I'm like, it's grand. No, they're comically bad. Like it's like somebody got a child to do a crayon drawing explanation of what one of these crisps is supposed to be like, and they made a pack. It's terrible. Awful. Viridi, thank you for 40 months. Hello, how are you doing? Come in. Are you? Well, thank you for a long time. Soapwood says Dunn's have these pickled onion crisps that are shaped like hunky dories. They're insanely good. I haven't been to a Dunn stores in ages. Dunn stores are good. That's very good. Oh God, Pearfall says I got violently ill for Little Bacon in 2010. I've never trusted them since. I don't blame you. We got. Oh God. I have to tell you this. We were like, okay, we'll do the full shop in Lidl just so we only have to go to one shop and then we come home. Easy, straightforward, no messing. We got a multi-pack of crisps, all right? Snacktastics. It was a 30 pack and it was quite cheap. We're like, just to have something to snack, you know, whatever. And we're like, the Aldi own brand crisps are great, so surely these are fine. Out of the 30 in the pack, out of the 30 packs of crisps in the pack, we had to throw out about 13 to 14 packs because they weren't sealed properly and they were stale. They were all open and there was just like bits of crisp loose in the big bag. And to add insult to injury, I was like, okay, well, I'll get one of the packs of cheese and onion and open it and see what it's like. Nothing. Tastes of nothing. No flavor. No nothing. Absolutely. And you know what is even more sick and twisted? Which color do you think is cheese and onion? This is the sick and twisted part. Which color do you think is cheese and onion? It's the blue one. The green is the salt and vinegar. They're running on Walker's logic. Disgusting. Disgusting. They did the Walker's thing, Pearfalls. They did the Walker's thing. Disgusting. So we're never getting them again. Anyway, Aldi supremacy. You know, I just can't live with that, you know? I can't even, it's not even the kind of crisp that you can put with something else and make it feel better. No, it's just not. Tang Waffle, thank you for 21 months and hello. How are you doing? Come in. Righteous Nitrous, Walkers just, from my experience, don't have a lot of flavour. And there's not very much in the bag either. Lay's are good, but Tato and King. It's very hard to pit Tato crisps and King crisps against each other. Like they're very similar and, you know, it's hard to call that. It's hard to call. Lay's supremacy. Lay's are great. Lay's are really, really nice. You can't get them here. Well, you can. If you know where to shop, you can get them. But, you know, it goes your way, you know. It goes your way. The green is always salt and vinegar, but I always had Walker. See, that's the thing. If it's in your head like that, but it used to always confuse me even when I was younger. No. I will leave the street. Oh. Woo. Oh, here, come here. Hang on. Come here. You got something in your face. Come here. You have something in your face. Come here. Oh, what? Got it. You're okay. You're alright. I'm missing Cheetos. You can get Cheetos in Ireland, you just have to go looking for them. And they're not the same. You can't get the same kinds of Cheetos because there are rules and regulations about how snacks work here. Tato Superior, but if any difference between the North and South Tato factories, they taste different to me. So I think they are made in different factories. Like, they taste completely different to me. Okay, I know I'm about to start a civil war, but Northern Irish Tatoes are closer to Walkers as in terms of flavour. I'm sorry. I know this is very controversial. I know this is mad fighting talk, but it's true. They do taste like Walkers a little bit. Like, I'm sorry they do. I'm sorry. I don't make them. A war begins in 3, 2. Do you have dill pickle chips there, crisps? If we do, I've never had them, but I love dill pickles, so I want some. I want them. I'd eat them. Irish Tato Supreme. Northern Irish Tato is the original recipe. Still, it is not. I bought it from Southern Fella. You see, that's what I thought as well. Now, maybe I just had a really bad couple of packs. I expected it would be the same recipe because, like, it's supposed to be the same recipe. But to me, they're completely different. Oh, club banger. Let's go. Does feel to Majesty mean betraying the idea of flavour? Apparently so. No, I'm only joking, but they are different to me anyway. Do 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 do. McDara, have you ever had Northern Irish Tato?
Yes.
How do they compare?
I didn't notice a massive difference.
Oh, that's weird, because I had them and they tasted kind of like Walkers to me.
Okay.
I think I might have just had like a really bad pack.
Maybe
I'm willing to try it again.
This is like 6 years ago, so I couldn't tell you.
That's
for
fair,
sure,
that's
but-
fair. That's fair. Do, 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 do.
Child free.
Oh. Tato's taste test stream when? We'd have to get all the Tato flavours. We'd have to get cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, prawn cocktail. Prawn cocktail, good. Miss Sapphire, hello and thank you for the
Hey,
bits.
been along that I actually started HRT, so puberty to electric boogaloo time. Hope everyone here is having a good yarn.
Miss Sapphire, delighted for you. Let's give it up for Miss Sapphire. Let's go. Woo! Hey. This isn't really the party music, but I've decided it's the party now. Oh, I'm seriously delighted for you. I hope it's all going very, very well for you. And it's lovely to see you again. I hope you've been keeping well. Delighted. We love to see it. We do. I'm gonna put Brie here. Oh no, seriously, that's fantastic news. I also just realised the alerts are coming up in the wrong place. Hang on. I hope you've been keeping well though. I mean, I'm assuming you're doing all right, but with the good news and everything. But that's excellent. Like seriously, good God, why do I do this to myself? I just threw a toy for my cat and she jumped to catch it, but slammed into the TV stand. No. How many potatoes do you want? Do you want 1 potato? 3 potato? 500 potato. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. He makes a good point, you know. Very articulate. I need the peeling knife. The knife. Get Pikmins. I'm gonna get a pot to put these in. And a lid. And we don't really need a chopping board for these as such. So I'm just gonna have this here. We start peeling some spuds. I'm going to leave, so what I always do when I have a bag of spuds like this is I leave the bigger ones so we can bake them. Is there anything as beautiful in the same way as a baked potato? A baked potato. A baked potato. So I'm gonna take out the smaller ones for this. You call that a knife? Yes, it's a roundy knife. probably needs to be sharpened a bit. I think all of our knives need to be sharpened again. Although apparently McDara's been sharpening the knives, and I just didn't know. Because you remember I went through that whole thing where I was like, oh, I should really go sharpen the knives after stream, and I just forget. And apparently McDara's been doing it just for that. I always end up cutting my big baking potatoes up into chips. Oh, but I mean, if they're good chips, then that's no waste. No waste at all. And there's a couple of decent looking baking spuds in here. Like that's a fine size of a spud to throw into the oven with a bit of oil, salt, pepper, whatever you want in it. Whereas the rest of these are these are ideal for, you know, mashing, I'd say. Russets are great for baked potatoes. Yellow flesh like the Yukon Gold make excellent mashed. I actually don't know what variety these are. They were just, it says white potatoes, and that's it. Let's say particular variety. Orla. These are Orla potatoes. I didn't know there was a variety called Orla. Jeez, go on Orla, fair play. Fair play. Ah, peel the spud. Peel the spud. It's kind of relaxing to peel spuds. I don't really mind so much. Now, I'll probably say that not so confidently if I start to get arthritis in my hands, but look. I always feel awkward using a vegetable peeler with spuds. In you go, that's one. Lots of prolific spuds farms around where I live, so we always try to pick up local spuds. Honestly, you're as right too, because I mean, you know they're going to be fresh, like no joke. But I don't know if we're going to have any local ones, especially. But you know, I love spuds. It'll be good. What I really love doing is getting. I don't know if the last time I did this at all, is, you know, the big bags of spuds you get. They're like a 20 kilogram or 10 kilogram bag of spuds, like with the handle and everything. There's something very comforting about having a bag of spuds that size in the kitchen. I know, it feels right, you know. Should that keep you going for a long while as well? Stephen McDara's really sharp, just like the knives. He doesn't miss a trick, and you know what? He's right too. He's right too. While I'm peeling the spuds, that's where we're all getting up to for the weekend, because I'm seeing some friends tomorrow. As long as I don't get any worse health-wise, and I think I should be fine. I'm seeing some friends, and it should be nice. I'm gonna get some little food and go and do stuff, and it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it. Don't know what I'm wearing. Probably something chill. And it'll be grand. It'll be grand. Nice time. I hope the weather holds out. I need to do more packing this weekend as well, and I'm thinking I should probably start packing up some kitchen stuff, because that's some of the first stuff we'll need when we move down. Reckon I'll pop out to the shops. You know what? You're right too. You're right too. Hopefully going to see the new Saw movie. Oh, I've seen a lot of people going to see that. I burned myself out in Saw movies, which is probably part of why I can't deal with gore and horror now. Myself and a friend, when I was a teenager, we watched all of the ones that were out at the time, and it was a terrible idea. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Don't do that unless you know what you're getting yourself into. Can't recommend it. Ashton says probably going to keep working on my Minecraft storage room. Do it. Do it. Someone says partying in VR chat tonight. Oh, hang out with friends tomorrow on paperwork. Oh. Partying in VR chat. Do you have full body or what do you be up to? I'm just being nosy. It's none of my business. You don't have to tell me. Directing an interactive Halloween play on the 20th and the 21st. I have rehearsals on Sunday. Ooh, very nice. Purple Bear's decorating for Halloween. Yes, I can't wait to decorate. I'm so excited. I hope all your stuff comes together nice. I hope the vision manifests, you know. Awful Gamer. Oh, Awful Gamer, sorry, I was like, Awful Gamer is going to spend this weekend subscribing at Tier 1. Thank you so much for 4 months. How are you doing? Awful Gamer, are you well? Full Body Gang. So bad dancing, but I love doing it in VR chat. But like, it's different, because if you fall on your arse in VR, at least it's funny. And you're more likely to be falling onto, I don't know, the couch or something, instead of a floor that people are putting their drinks on or whatever, you know? It's way better. You can also, you know, make an idiot of yourself. I've fallen on my arse in VR. Lads, I haven't done a VR stream in a while, mostly because it's been too warm. I think once I have everything set up in the new house, I'd love to bring you on an adventure again. But how many times have I just walked into the wall? Which is funny, because I don't do that if I'm just hanging out with friends. It very rarely happens. But I walked into the wall multiple times on VR streams. I don't know why. I do VR chat streams like once every 6 months. Like when I find a lot of silly little worlds. I've only ever done one with someone else once. Myself and Two Shoes. Coming out a sneaky shout out for Two Shoes who finally got his internet fixed. We did an escape room, but unfortunately this is before I had full body, and we needed full body to finish the escape room because we had to like step over these tripwires, and we couldn't jump. We only had half body at the time. Like we couldn't jump over them. We had to like wee wah, and I couldn't do it. So we had to give up. It was so sad. We were doing so well. I think maybe we weren't doing well, but we were having fun, and that's what was important. That's what's important. The one YouTube short of me running into the lantern. That type beat. I get nauseous in VR chat. It can be quite a lot. VR is not for everyone. Like, and I'm very enthusiastic about it. I think it's great crack, but it's not for everyone. Like, a lot of people are much more prone to motion sickness than others, and do we like that sometimes, Alex? It do be like that. You have to look after yourself. If you go to clubs, I just kind of end up in places. I heard about Slyfest. I think I knew a few people who were not involved, but like who were maybe going to it. But I mostly just hang out with friends, to be honest, just in like private worlds. It's nice and chill. It's nice and chill. It's like, for me, it's like Discord voice chat, but with proximity, which is much more comfortable for my brain, you know? It's much more comfortable for my brain. Like, don't get me wrong, being in voice chat with friends on Discord, that's great crack, but the proximity makes a big difference for me because I can get a bit overwhelmed in voice chats sometimes. You know when everyone's trying to talk at once, I'm just like, you know, it's usually fine, but you know. If you only have half bodies, does that make you a VR mermaid? I guess. I'd never thought of that before. Maybe people should stop saying I've half body and be like, oh no, I'm a mermaid. I'm a mermaid. Hang on. That is the timer for checking on the stew, boo doo, do 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 do. VRC meetup when, you know what, funny you should say, I wanted to organize something like that. Now, I know you're cool with this, but like just for anyone new, I don't accept friend requests from like people I don't know, like people I don't personally know. But I know that streamers have done meetups in VR chat before, and there is ways you can do it where it's like it's all secure, like it's all chill. You can put on streamer mode, which doesn't let people send you friend requests. But like, I don't know what I'd do. I'd just be standing there like, well, that's how you do it. Like I'd just make an idiot of myself. But listen. That's just what I do anyway. So yeah, this is thickening up something wicked. Hang on till I show you this now. Hang on till I show you this. Behold. The stew. It's getting there, lads. It's thickening up a nice little bit now. I might put in a tiny bit of flour if it's not super thick in a while. I'm gonna taste it. Make sure it isn't getting any weird ways. I'm saying nothing. I'm gonna try carrot. Hope the meat is okay. I probably should have gone to the butcher. I think it would have been much nicer if I went to the butcher, but I haven't tasted it yet, so who knows? Little Licorice, hello, and beef stew. Of course, if you don't want beef, you can just kind of throw whatever you want in here, you know? I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. I have plenty of beef with stew. Smuggle prick. What a guy. Listen, I heard he's alright. I heard he's alright. I've actually never been to Slyfest. I only heard about it. I've actually never ever been to it. But I heard it's good crack. Altogether. But yeah, I'd be in for doing a meetup. I just want to make sure that like we all knew what the vibe was, you know? It's actually something I think we were talking about it last year, and it never came to fruition, because ideally I'd like for like a mod to be available just to sit in and, you know, be able to kick people if anyone gets weird. And I don't know how we'd make it work. We'd have to make like a dummy account that like you get for clubs. We'd have to make a dummy account that can like accept invites and stuff like that. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. For some reason I can't stand stewed beef, and none of the taste textures a big old no. But it's not for everyone. Like it's not. I wonder, you could make Trying to think what other meats would be really good, or even just like non-meats, things that are good in a stew. I've made a lot of stews with no meat. In tougher times, or when my stomach has been a bit strange, I've made stews that are just vegetable, and it's pretty good. You just throw in loads of stuff. A cake bouncer. Oh, that'd be kind of cute, actually. That'd be cute. Lads, I've just had an idea. I've had an idea. Chicken thighs. Chicken is good. And chicken thighs are not very expensive either if you can get them. Okay, I'm going to give one idea. I know not everyone's interested in VR, so I'm going to drop this in a minute. But, idea. If we were to do that and we had to have like a stand-in little account to accept or reject, whatever, it should be Dave. It should just have a Dave avatar. It should just be Dave. And if that means he just has to be a little red circle. There we go. Anyway. Bolognese is also a stew, very cheap and no large chunks of meat. That's true, actually, yeah. Why not? Why not? If it tastes good and it fills the belly, why not? Actually, to be honest, that sounds really nice. I could make a python burger. I could, actually, I could. I saw question about VR. No, you're all right. When I get started, I get excited about it. So I'm like, I haven't been able to pop in much because it's just been so warm, and sticky and bleh kind of weather. So I tend to spend more time in the winter and running around and doing stuff because it's actually cool enough to manage. To be honest, it's not even the headset, it's just the PC getting hot. And all me settings down low because then it warms up the room a little more slowly, I guess. Money in your mind, hello, how are you doing? Humidity. Listen, next time I see Hugh, he's in for it, alright? I'm gonna put another, maybe 2 or 3 spuds in here. Eloise Momo, hello. The potatoes they're doing alright so far. We're going to boil them. Wait, I forgot to put on I don't really put on a timer. We're going to boil them and then we're going to mash them and they're going to be delicious. Dar Lumsa, Vexid Harvev Losta, Nora Tashiad Dainta. Nader Keko Ada Hogshe Con na Prati Shaw a Kada and Focal Tasha Imaho Manish. A Kokorock Nader. Becky Donny Yasser Fod. Tom Ig Tnu Gmor leis an Stovach Shaw. Tom Kinte Gamek she Blasta Koma. Yum mash. Delicious. Moss Pirate, thank you for the redeem. Thank you. And Bucket Monkey, thank you for 13 months. How are you doing? Clink. I wish I could speak Irish, but it's hard. It's like any other language. It's just a matter of learning it in the right environment. And sometimes, funny enough, the right environment is not the classroom. The right environment is with other people. I'm going to im the mash curm galore im agus initius a rish piece of Vanya. Brattenshe numer agus Brattenshe an size prata. Actually, okay, one more quick VR note because this is important. Someone is translating Worlds in VR chat into Irish. Someone is doing this. Someone is working on translating menus and stuff into Irish. I don't know who it is, but someone is working on it because there's a world. Oh my goodness, it's the one, Soapwood, you might know the one I'm on about, and someone else might as well. There's a world where it's like an apartment, and there's several levels, and part of it is I think it's actually all underwater. And it's very chill, and there's little crabs hidden around the place. I don't remember what it's called, Sea of something sea of, I don't know what it's called, but someone has translated all the menus for that into Irish. Now, I think there's a few little words here and there that have not been translated, but someone's working on it, which is wild. It's really cool. Can we do an Irish lesson in VR? If I can get you to pay attention. Maybe. Okay, I think that'll do. Stew? Yeah, go for it. Love stew. That's awesome. Haven't seen it. It's great. I think it's Song of the... It's not Song of the Sea. That's the cartoon saloon film. I can't remember what it's called, but it's very, very nice. Spirits of the Sea. I think that's it. Spirits of the Sea, Frognav. I think you're bang on with that. I think that's the very one. It's a good translation as well. It's all fairly decent if I remember right. Now I cannot guarantee whatever the night I was looking at this, but I'm fairly sure it looks good. All right, we fill it up with water. Do you know? Is that one yeah, it's the one with the unlockable crab avatar. That's the one. Do you know how much salt you must put in with the spuds? The answer is yes. That's about how much. All of it. 500. I'm going to put this back here. Let it come to the boil. And that's it. There's not really anything else for us to do now for a while. That's it. Egregious amount of salt. I love the word egregious. Egregious. Other fun fact about VR chat that I heard back in high school, 10 years ago, I don't think VR chat existed. Did it exist 10 years ago? I suppose it was probably in development, I don't know. At some point there was a form of sign language developed and used by a group of people I knew someone from. There's a lot of people who use sign language, and I think there's a particular like adaptation of sign language for VR, which is really cool because like you have limitations on how much you can use. Like you can move your fingers and stuff, especially if you have an index or like finger tracking or whatever. 2014, which is mad to think about. Like if you think of how niche VR was back then, like the first time I tried a VR headset was at Airticon like 2015, which is mad to think about. And I might have been, I think it was 2015. It was one of the last ones anyway. But yeah, there's a dialect of sign language that people use in VR. Because some people that can hear but don't want to speak. Like some people are mute, and you can type now, but you know. Today was just a guess. It was a long time ago, but like you're probably not far off it now thinking, the passage of time. Now, do you want to make some crisps? While we're waiting, do you want to make some crisps? Let's do it. Gonna get a couple of sheets of this. Woohoo! Aha! Not like that. I'm gonna pat these a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'll try. Rowan, hello, happy Tuesday. Hello, how are you doing? Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. We are stewing to the best of our ability. Soapwood says it's called VR ASL. It's basically American Sign Language but augmented because you can't. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't twist your fingers. Like this is the range of movement really. Which like it's still pretty good, but also like you know. You can't like do stuff like that. So it's actually really cool. Brain Free says, do you think it's weird that some people call all crisp potatoes asking for a friend? Not really. I mean, like I can see why it happens. You know, especially with kids and stuff, and then you just pick up the habit. It's like calling all diluting juice my waddy. I'm not losing my mind. I'm looking around. It's like calling all squash. It's like calling all of this my waddy. It doesn't matter the brand. It's all my waddy. It's not your waddy. Oh my god, I forgot that was the wooden one underneath that. It's my waddy. Okay. Throwing this in here. I'm really like lazying this. I'm just, calling every vacuum hoover vacuum cleaner a hoover. That's it. The brain is starting to shut down, lads. I vividly remember my first VR demo. It was Fallout, which I never played, and I was excited to pet dog me, but the zombie things kept rudely attacking me. The nerve. The nerve. No respect. No respect. Is there anything in here? No. All facial tissues are Kleenex. Oh, I've never heard that one before, but again, it makes sense. It can happen, you know. Oh, my brain is turning to stew. Q-tips. You see, I call all of those cotton buds. But they are Q-tips. They are also that. Okay, we're putting in a glug of olive oil. All of it. I'm never calling Tato Park Emerald Park. It feels so wrong. It is still Tato Park. The sign on the motorway still says Tato Park, so I'm no Egypt, alright? Velcro is a brand name as well. And I actually knew this a while ago because we had Velcro in work in my old job, but it wasn't called Velcro. It was called Hook and Loop Tape. Hook and Loop Tape. That is the non-branded name. What else do we have to throw in here? Oh, chili flake. Hook and loop tape. It makes sense. I mean, that's exactly what it is. There's feck all coming out of this. What's wrong with you? You know, I appreciate Hello Kitty, but this is kind of a shit salt shaker, I'm gonna be honest. For some reason, the other one I use for MSG is completely fine, but this one just doesn't cut the mustard. Still the point to me, what is the 3 Arena? I was just getting used to it being called the O2 Arena, and now it's the 3 Arena. Lansdowne Road. Maybe that's going back a little too far, but not that far really. In the US state of Rhode Island, we call all public drinking fountains bubblers, because in the 1800s, the company that installed them here called them bubblers. I love stuff like that. I think that's so fascinating. The Card Cat as well. Welcome in. How are you doing? I feel like we have stuff like that here where, we have a thing. It's a similar kind of idea. It's not quite the same, but when a family shop gets taken over by a chain, you still call it like, and it will usually still be on the sign, but you don't call it, like, say there was a Londis. In my hometown, there was a Londis, but before, the family that owned it were the McDermotts. To this day, that was taken over by Londis in like the 90s. To this day, I still call that particular shop McDermott's, and so does my mum. And I'd say so do most people in the town who would go there regularly. It's still McDermott's. What's next? The 4 Arena? Oi, 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 oi. Was that, well, Lansdowne, not entirely, but it is it's the Aviva Stadium now, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly sure. Unless I'm getting everything very mixed up. And sure, look, it happens. Why is Dave over there? Did he walk? Ah, he did. It was a long old way for his little legs, you know. Of course not. He asked for a lift. I'm being very lazy with this because, you know, if they go wrong, it's fine. They were going out in the bin anyway, so. It still lands on, I just like the whole naming thing. Yeah, I don't like the naming things after brands either. It feels weird. It feels weird. It's like the 3 Olympia. Me arse. Absolutely not. Or what would it be 3? Is 3? Yeah, it would be the 3 Olympia. Don't like that. It's the Olympia. Did you see they wanted to completely change the, the interior of the Olympia? Disgusting. Shameful behavior. What the hell was that noise? Oh, it's okay. Shameful behavior. I'm gonna just put a bit of tinfoil on this because I'm, excuse me, lazy. Excuse me. Now, I must find the tinfoil. The tinfoil could be anywhere. Do you have the tinfoil? I could just use baking parchment, like it's not the end of the world. To be honest, at least things don't stick to baking parchment. The only thing is it's a bit more fiddly. But it doesn't rip as easy, because things don't stick to it as easy, you know? 3 got the Olympia, yeah, the Olympia's gorgeous. It's not my favorite venue. My absolute favorite venue for like shows or concerts or whatever in Dublin is the Sugar Club. I love the Sugar Club. I think it's excellent. It's such a gorgeous little place. It's not even that little really, but I like it. Okay, I'm just using parchment paper because I don't care. Sugar Club is gorgeous. Speaking of brands, can we take a moment to appreciate that McDonald's lost its Mac trademark in the EU because they had to fight Supermax and they lost the trademark to it in the EU, and I just think that's neat. Oh wow, this is way more than I thought. I don't think these are all going to cook properly, but it's fine. It's fine. At least they won't stick on the parchment paper. It's not ideal, but you know, we'll just throw them in and see what happens, you know. It'll be grand. It's an experiment. Every time I do this. Experiment. I was a Workman's Andy when I lived in Dublin. Oh, I've been to Workman's twice, and I've been living in Dublin for like 10 years, and I'm getting out. But I went to Workman's twice. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes called potato.
All right, 10 minutes. And that's
She didn't even hear me. The first time I went to Workman's, it was with some work friends, funny. And the one I was with, and we were going for drinks, and this guy kept hitting on her and would not go away. And she was like visibly uncomfortable, and eventually we just left, I think. And then the next time I went there, I caught COVID, so... But sure, look, that's just the way of it, I guess. That's the way of it. Okay. Okay, there's nothing else for us to do. I'm just going to check on the spuds. Every time I say, oh, the spuds are boiling. All right, we bring them down to a simmer. Every time I say there's nothing else for us to do, we find something to do. I'll leave that on. Oh. Hazria, hello, how are you doing? Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. When's the movie on Cake? I'm really excited for that. That's tomorrow. If you go over to the Discord, there should be an event for it. Marsh will be hosting tomorrow evening. We're watching Over the Garden Wall. It's going to be excellent. For anyone who's not already in the Discord, it's just on over there now for yourselves. Jeff says it's a nice day. Not only am I fucking up from work, I'm fucking off from work responsibly because the system's down and will be until after lunch. Get out of there. Go on, off for yourself. Have a good break. Miss Eliza Bennett says, just came back into the room and I have a potato timer on my phone. You got the potato timer and mine didn't. Ain't it just the way? Ain't it just the way? Well, anyone else got a potato timer on their phone? Anyone? Any of you? The devices are all sharing the one brain cell. That is entirely true. Like, she didn't hear me say potato. I can't seem to set silly timers on this anymore. She won't wait long enough to listen to me. Like, okay, I'm gonna try this now. Hey Google, set a timer for 1 minute called EO fast relief of allergies. 1 tablet per day. 24-hour control. EO allergy. Cetrine coated tablet. Dosage. Adults and adolescents over 12 years of age. 1 tablet daily with water. Children 6 to 12 years. Half a tablet. 5 milligrams twice daily with water for oral use.
Second timer. Oh, fast relief allergies. 1 tablet per day, 24-hour for 1 minute. Starting now.
She cut me off. She cut me off. She didn't even hear most of what I said. I'm not even arsed asking her to cancel that. I used to be able to give her a monologue and she'd feed it back to me. It was great. I used to troll my students to see who was using speakers by shouting Despacito. Oh, goodness. So, bud, we'll see you soon. Go look after yourself and please don't fall and break your neck in VR dancing. She's on to you. Maybe there's a timer name limit. Maybe she unionized. That's the more likely thing. I think she unionized. Write a strongly worded letter to Google. Dear Google, please let me bully the Google Assistant more often. Regards, me. I was in the Google offices. I actually, did I tell you about that? I have no memory of whether or not I told you about that. I was in the Google offices before the wedding, actually. It was a couple...
Your EO fast relief allergies. 1 tablet per day, 24-hour timer is up.
What is this? What part of the thing that I said to her has set this off? What part of what I said to her set off the music? Because usually you have to say something specific for her to put music with it. I don't know. A mystery. It's pretty groovy. Yeah, it's like a 70s game show. She's gone rogue. Oh, God. Did I set a timer for those crisps? Oh, it's fine. If they start burning, we'll know about it. That's fine. Oh, you've just won 5,000 euro. Do, 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 do. It does sound like that, to be honest. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I'm being bullied back by the technology. Is it any wonder people are afraid of technology? Oh my god, glass of milk, you just reminded me. This morning, I was talking to McDara before I went off to the shop to get me bits and bobs, and I was telling him about the watching I'm at Soup on 0.5% speed, or 0.25 times speed, and I was in tears. It's still funny the second time. Funny that. Still funny. The spare ribs one is actually funnier the second time you watch it at that speed, somehow. Oh, goodness. When the robot uprising happens, we'll know got cake. Saigons are going to get me first. I'm at peace with that. It's okay. It's okay.
Technology!
Never, thank you for the bits. Oh yeah, that's something I meant to say about the sound alerts. If anyone has suggestions for new ones, I know we had some last night. Discord, suggestion box, if you have any ideas for stream appropriate sound alerts. I want to refresh a load of them. Just put in some new ones, a bit of excitement. The alarm sound, absolutely not. Oh, Jacobfly, do I not have a laugh track? Stream appropriate one. I'm done. Do I not have a laugh track or a Wilhelm scream? Who am I? Am I really Cake Jumper? Have I been replaced with someone else? Lovestruck says, I think my favorite thing you've ever asked Google to do was when you want to make the imp sound and open the gates of hell. I mean. Oof! Best of luck with your job interview. Good luck! And Taco Bell Baja Blast. He loves you too. Shark loves you too. It's true. It's true. And you can hug him as many times as you want. Well, within reason. Within reason. Hey Google, what does an imp sound like? Just for old time's sake.
This is an imp.
Now you know. Now you know. It is still good. It's still good. Somehow. Still good. Peach Plays, thank you very much for subscribing. That's very kind of you. I thank you very much. I thank you, thank you, thank you. We should probably check on the stew. A little heads up as well, because we had some gifted subs earlier. If anyone has a new or old subscription, you're welcome to join us for the film night tomorrow evening. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but that doesn't matter because it's going to be good. It's over on Discord. We're watching Over the Garden Wall, and you're very welcome to join us on the Minecraft server, which will hopefully be updating soon, TM.
Back quote.
I've tried to recreate that, and I think she's been updated. She won't do it anymore. Jeff, thank you for the bits. Let me just try. Okay, just. Hey Google, what's 3 tablespoons of butter in grams?
Sorry, I don't understand.
See, she just cuts it off. She won't even try. No good. Okay, Spuds are doing okay. Spuds are fine. I'm gonna see the stew. Yeah, coward. No one wants to work anymore. Stew. Oh, that's getting. Oh, Jesus, holy Christ. That is getting thick. Okay, I'm gonna do a little taste. I can't say anything. I simply cannot say anything. But would you like this carrot? Here, you can have this little carrot. Just a little carrot. Ooh, who wants a little carrot? Ooh. Oh, I don't even know what it's a timer for. I think it's for the Spuds. Mozzarella, hello. It's supposed to be stew season. It is actually a bit warm, so, you know. It's warmer than you'd expect for this time of year. It's like 18 degrees outside. Celsius. Disgusting. Not October weather. So I'm living in the fear that we're going to get hit with a really hard winter this time. I simply cannot say a thing. I cannot give the game away. Hopefully, we will have heating, thank goodness. We will have, give it up lads for having heating this winter. Bam, 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 bam. Give it up for having heating. Heating. We're gonna have heating. That's the prettiest voice I've ever heard. Ah, Sunny Ballard, thank you. Are you sure about that? You've made your choice now, Sunny Ballard. I'm gonna see if these spuds are getting anywhere near done. But thank you, that's very kind of you, thank you. No, these spuds are not done. I don't know why they're getting a bit weird on me. They're not good and weird, I'm just, you know. I think I need a little more water, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna let them just do a good proper bubble up. I think I did the... I've never really gotten used to these hobs, because they're the new hobs, you know? They're the new hobs still. What? I'm gonna turn the heat off on the stew. I'm just gonna leave the lid on it. Keep it nice and warm. Super, your dynamic range is wonderful. Thank you. You're very kind. How are you doing? Are you having a fine Friday? And that goes for any of you I haven't asked. I hope you're all having a fine Friday. I should probably check on the crispy boys. Oh, they're getting there. Hey Google, set a timer for 15 minutes or so.
Alright, 15 minutes. Starting now.
Saturday's not bad. Oh yeah, you're on Saturday. Who out here being on Saturday? I'm imagining a hobgoblin who's a cook. I mean, I can picture that. Oh, you're in Australia. I don't think you're the only one. Hands up who out here from Australia or New Zealand, like, you know, similar time zone, similar part of the world. Different, of course. But, you know, similar kind of difference of time zone. Astro Green says my phrase, okay, I've done nothing, which is all I'm meant to do. That sounds like a good use of your time. If that's what you set out to do, then you are doing excellent. Delighted for you. It is whole ass 2 a.m. there. Australia gang, Peach plays. Hello, how are you doing? You as well. A fine load of people from Australia. Now lads, this is what I want to know. Since we have all the Australians gathered up now all of a sudden. Why can I not buy Tim Tams outside of Australia? Why are you keeping them? Why are you hoarding Tim Tams from the rest of the world? Why? I want to walk into a shop. I want to get a delicious packet of Tim Tams. I want to come home. I want to sit down. I want to eat all of them. And I can't do that. I can't. Why? Why are you hoarding them? Why are you keeping them from the rest of the world? Please. Please. Please give me a I just want to, please, just a singular Timothy Tamothy. It's all I ask. Oh, goodness. We're gatekeeping Tim Tams because they're elite. They're so good. They, honest to God, they're so nice. Blame the Arnott's Corporation. Oh, yeah, good point. I'll take it up with them next time I see them. They sent the extras to Canada. See, we got Caramilk, and I'm actually not... Caramilk is a little bit too sickly for me. So we'll see. The closest thing we really have is Penguin bars, and they're not the same. It's a similar idea, but they are not executed the same way, because, like, don't get me wrong, love a Penguin bar, but Tim Tams, like, they're similar kind of structure, but the Tim Tam biscuit is so much nicer. It's so crisp. It's so, like, brisk is not the word in English. But I think crisp is probably the closest thing to brisk that I can think of. Brisk, like, touch a heart of a brisk. But, like, it's just like this light, crunchy goodness. It's so good, so good. Gentleman goes to go. I have a whole supply of Tim Tams in my fridge. Please. Please. Just a morsel. Peach's caramel is very grotty. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I find it gets a bit... I know, it leaves me kind of phlegmy. Not to be disgusting, but like, they leave me kind of phlegmy. Roscoe, how are you doing? I can get them in from an international grocery store near me. I'm gonna keep keeping an eye out, but I've Googled and everything. The only way I can find them is like a packet for, something silly, like €30 for a small packet of them. I'm like, I like them, but I don't €30 a small pack like them, you know? You know? But the money I throw together an Australian biscuit basket for you. Don't worry about it. I don't have a PO box in a minute anyway, so don't any of you be worrying about that. And I probably won't have one for a while, not until we're set up in the new place. Which begins in 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. Yeah, you can get them on Amazon, but if you try to get them from Amazon here, they're extortionately expensive. Like, they're very, very expensive. Very pricey. But very nicey. I love a good biscuit. A good, ooh. How are you doing, Spuds? All year. What the hell is that? What is that? Oh, it's just foam. It's just foam. God, that frightened the life out of me. I was like, what the hell is that? It's literally just weird foam. Okay. I'm just going to move these around a bit. You know when you just see something that you do not expect in a pot of food and you're like, that's poison and we're all going to die. No, it is not poison and we're not going to die, thank goodness. I've never watched anyone cook before, which is odd, actually. It's not that odd. I mean, when you think about it, unless you watch someone, like, if you don't watch cooking shows, do you know? You don't watch cooking shows. If you don't watch cooking shows and you don't, you know, have someone else in the house cooking, you very rarely actually see someone cook, you know? Do you know? Does Ireland have any ice cream sandwiches that aren't ice burgers? Ice burger is all I got. I think there might be some others. The ice burgers are the only ones I care about because they are delicious, they're simple, they're beautiful, can't go wrong. We do have a fair selection of ice creams though. I like your hair, by the way, it's very pretty. Ah, thanks, I did it myself. I need to get it cut. I'm trying to schedule in a haircut before the move, just so it's not driving me mad. Like, obviously for aesthetic purposes, but more practically, it drives me mad when the fringe gets too long, you know? I loved watching cooking shows on the TV when I was a kid, but finding decent shows on Sky was always a challenge. YouTube's a godsend. Oh, YouTube is so good. Like, there's so much good stuff on there. We never really watched cooking shows much at home. My mum just didn't enjoy them and I wasn't too fussed either way. But do you remember Ready Steady Cook? I think we used to watch that like occasionally, or it would be on for a couple of minutes sometimes. Silver Donner says, I don't think I've mentioned yet, but my sister thinks your hair is cool. Ah, stop. You're too nice to me. Thank you. Don't tell anyone, but sometimes I accidentally dye a little bit on the wrong side of my head. And I end up with like a weird black strand of hair on the wrong side for a couple of weeks, but it's fine. Nobody would have ever noticed if I hadn't said it right now. Baffled always, we are stewing well. How are you doing? Come in, come in, come in. Chocolate Guy of Tumblr Infamy has a cooking show now. Wait, who's Chocolate Guy of Tumblr Infamy? I don't know what that is. And Bert B. Magnum Bowling Star. Hello, Cake is the coolest person for real. You can't listen. You cannot start this. I have not even presented a serviceable meal. You cannot be too nice to me yet. I could show up with a lump of coal on a plate in 20 minutes. Okay. I'm just here. You know. I'm just making it easy to myself. You know. I'm just. You know? And sure, look, you know the way you'd be. Like, it's an awful affliction, really. But, geez, you know, someone has to do it. Someone has to be the Aegis. It just so happens that it's me. I'm the Aegis. Listen, I have to make the most of that. I can't do that many more times. Oons and Noodle, thank you for 36 months. I thank you very, very much. How are you doing? Come in. I have to make the most of being able to do that because in the new place we won't be able to. How'd you do that? This is a table. It's not a countertop. When we move house, it will be a counter and I won't be able to go underneath. So, you know, I have to do the best. Cake, do you ever watch game shows when you were younger? No, just me. Like, generally game shows, yes. Myself and my mum used to watch Challenge. If you know the channel Challenge a lot. God, what was it we'd watch? We'd watch a lot of old game shows. Catchphrase, Bullseye. Bullseye was great and terrible and everybody won a trouser press. What else? Price is Right. Fucking Strike It Rich, or was it Strike It Lucky? I can never remember which it was called. I think there might have been both. They were the same show, just different names. Takeshi's Castle, which I don't know if that counts as a game show or a torture exercise, but Takeshi's Castle is a great crack. What else? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The Weakest Link. Oh my god, I can't think of anything else. Do you ever watch, what's that one? I can't remember the name of the one who hosts it. Only Connect. I remember watching Only Connect when I come home from school. 3, 2, 1. Was 3, 2, 1 the one with Dusty Bin? Is that the one I'm thinking of? I should mention my cat who's sitting on my lap is now purring after clicking his stream. Ah! What's your cat's name? I gotta know. Best quiz show. Which one? Only Connect. Victoria Corin Mitchell, that's her name. I couldn't remember. I knew that her surname reminded me of a soap opera because it reminds me of Coronation Street. And wasn't there some lad whose surname was Mitchell or something in one of them? I don't know. I never watched soaps, but that, it would always be on. Does Bargain Hunt count? Does Bargain Hunt count? Oh, Phil Mitchell, that was it. So I was thinking Coronation Street and Phil Mitchell from EastEnders. Now, I don't know what any of them do, but, everyone was talking about it. Wipeout was great. I thought it was easy. It's easy when you're watching it on the telly, that's it. Astrid Green says, I have special interest in one game show that was kind of obscure but had a red rat mascot to the point where my mother called the production company to get the mascot as a plushie, which were consolation prizes on the show and weren't for sale. Oh, that's really cute. That's really good. Does anyone really watch soap operas? I feel like they kind of appear. Like, it does, I never understood them, but I suppose it's the kind of television when you come in from work and you're wrecked tired and you know, especially pre-internet everywhere, pre-smartphones, you just throw it on, you just sit down, you be watching, you're just like, okay, there's something on the telly, that'll do, you know? It's just, I feel like a lot of people just watch it as a habit, you could do worse. Jessica, hello! So far, I think so good, but I'm not sure. We're still waiting for the spuds to be done, and then we are laughing. I'm trying to make sure they don't disintegrate, because they're taking a while to cook through. Hang on, I'm gonna have to, geez, I see what's happening here. Some of the spuds are not getting cooked because they are too close to the top. So what I'm gonna have to do is skibbity bop. I'm gonna listen. We'll just give him one of these, and we'll give him one of those, and look, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be grand. Just it's gonna be fine. What else did you watch? What else? Oh, 15 to 1. 15 to 1, which was stressful. 15 to 1 was really stressful, but it was good. Yes, I heard about the Takeshi's Castle reboot. I haven't watched it yet. I want to give it a go at some point. 15 to 1. 100. Does anybody, I think I asked this before, does anybody remember a game show in like the late 90s called 100%? Yeah, not 100% anything, it was just called 100%. There was no fancy like setup. It was just 3 people like at a desk facing forward. That was the whole show. You never saw the host. They would just ask questions, and it was called 100%. And there was a guy on it who was so good. I think they actually had to ask him to stop winning, or they had to like deliberately knock him out because he kept winning. And I think his name, I don't know why I still remember this. His name was Ian, and he was from Hemel Hempstead, if I remember. I don't even know if I'm saying the place name right. It's somewhere in over in the UK. I don't know what's over there. There's places over there, and I barely ever meet anyone else who remembers 100%. It was actually a very good show. I mean, it was pretty good. In Hertfordshire, I don't know. No, you know why I remember this? Because we used to watch 100%, and I was quite young at the time, but like we used to watch it, and it was a show my mum really liked, so we'd always catch it when it was on, I know there was more that we watched. I googled Ian from Hemel Hempstead, says Wikipedia page come up, yay! There he is. Do you know that New South Wales has cities and town copies from Europe? Yes, I know this because I used to have an online friend from Tamworth in New South Wales, and there's a Tamworth in England, I'm fairly sure, and there's other places from, everywhere around, but I once saw a clip from an Indian soap opera where a lady gets slapped and the most over-the-top acting, spins around, gets tangled and strangled in a curtain. It was dramatic slow-mo and everything. I love seeing stuff filmed like that. It's so funny, it's so bizarre, it's so unbelievable, My grandma recommended my mom name me Carly. She was a keen watcher of some soap opera with a Carly in it. I'm sure I'm destined to enjoy soaps one day. Someday. I know there must have been more shows we watched. I could literally ring up my mum now and be like, here, do you remember what we used to watch on the telly? Are they still showing it? You know, but I don't remember. No. What other game shows were there on Challenge? Play Your Cards Right. That was the one with Bruce Forsyth. Wait, I'm starting to remember. Family Fortunes. There was a UK edition of Family Fortunes with... Oh my god, I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name. He the blonde hair, he looked like he was wearing his father's suit. And he always looked like he was wearing a communion suit. No, not Family Feud. Family Feud, I think, was in the States. But this was Family Fortunes. What was his name? Les Dennis! Wait, was it Les Dennis? I think it was Les Dennis. I think. And there was Wheel of Fortune as well. Wait, no, that was Les Dennis. Wait, did he do both? Sugary Senpai! Hello, Winning Streak. Winning Streak with Marty Whelan. One day. My era would have been Les Dennis. But there was someone who had to be 4 as well, I'm pretty sure. I didn't even know he was on Strictly. I haven't been Strictly in years. My mum and myself used to watch it when I was in school. Like, you know, it would be the excitement of the week watching Strictly, because I wasn't going to watch Dancing with the Stars. I can assure you of that. But yeah, there were at least 2 before Les, and I can't remember any of them, unfortunately. Oh, do you know? Okay, when I was very young, do you know what my favorite game show was? My absolute favorite game show was Supermarket Sweep. I loved Supermarket Sweep because, like, when I was quite young, like, I could understand what was going on. This would have been, like, I don't know, in the 90s, and I knew what was going on. I understand the questions. I get really invested. But yeah, I loved Supermarket Sweep. Checking out. Oh, that's our timer. I just checked the spuds. I'll give it another minute. I don't remember. Oh my god, the lad who hosted originally passed away there a couple of years ago, and I don't remember his name. Oh, shame upon my entire self. I can't remember his name. Bunny Aoife, hello. How are you doing? Come in. Oh my god, I don't remember his name. Dale Winton, how could I forget? Julian, thank you. How could I forget Dale Winton? Oh, Dale. Oh, goodness. I remember a game show where kids would get to do a sweep through Toys R Us. Oh, my God, imagine. Imagine getting to do that. Imagine being like 8 years of age and getting to run through a Toys R Us and just grab as much as you can in as fast a time as you can. Some of that sentence made sense, I promise. Would you ever feckin' cook? Come on, get in there. Get in that water before I bait you. There'll be nothing left of these spuds, I swear to God. Actually, you know what? These are kind of doing okay. They're getting another like 3 minutes and that's it. Then I'm okay, no, 5 minutes. Hey Google, would you set a timer for 5 minutes? And then they should be
Sure,
fine.
5 minutes. Starting now.
These are going to be fine. If there's any lumps, I will just fish them out and cry and it'll be fine. Catchphrase was excellent. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the names of all the presenters of stuff we used to watch. Say what you see. If you see it, say it. Was it Roy Walker? Was that your man on Catchphrase? Like, was it Roy Walker? I think it was. Sunny Balance says your stream is perfect for my personal taste and my attention span, but also very bad because I don't know when the sun's coming up. It happens. The crisps! Oh, do you know, they're actually doing fine. They need them a couple minutes as well. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you, Ami. Okay, did you ever watch I'm a Celebrity to Get Me Out of Here? I never did. I never had much interest in reality stuff, and it was just personal preference, you know, it just wasn't my thing. But, yeah, I never watched it. I never watched Big Brother or anything like that. I just never got into it. You know, just not my thing, and that's okay. My family, when you rewatches Jeopardy, Family Feud goes from funny to annoying too fast. The thing with Family Fortunes was quite tame. Family Feud, I know it's the American one. Anything I've seen, it's just like 2 groups of families being like, all right, who's going to be the most outrageous and, as the kids say, out of pocket. And, you know, it's funny occasionally, but you know. It's 11:30 a.m. I just ate breakfast. RIP my sleep schedule. Oh. You'll be grand. You got this. You can bring it back. You can bring it back. You can save it. Ayo. John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. Football. Ayo. 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 I'm so impatient. I want the spuds. I'm actually getting quite hungry. Late Late Show. There's a new person doing the Late Late Toy Show because we have a new presenter for the Late Late, and apparently he's doing fairly well. Like, I haven't heard anything bad about him. I haven't caught it. I don't tend to watch the Late Late Show, but the Late Late Toy Show is an institution. It's an institution. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're Irish or if you've been exposed to Irish culture, you will watch the Late Late. You will watch the Late Late Toy Show whether you want to or not. Oh, I'm really excited to see how your man handles it because it's been Ryan Tubridy for what, like over 10 years? And now Ryan Tubridy is off doing whatever he's doing. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Paddy was an unexpected choice, but I reckon he'll do well with the toy show. I think he'll do grand. Like, he seems to have the right kind of temperament. Like, I've only seen a few clips of him, but he seems grand, you know? So the Late Late Toy Show, for anyone who's not familiar, is, so our national talk show is the Late Late Show. And it has been running for quite a long time, a long, long time. I don't know if it's the longest running talk show in the world, but it's one of them. And it's like, I think it's the last it's the last Saturday or Friday, I can never remember if it's Friday or Saturday, of November, there is the Late Late Toy Show, which is an extravaganza, which shows off all of the upcoming popular toys of the holiday season. And you get kids on, like, it's not just like, here is the product, you must purchase the product. Like, there's loads of kids who are like trying out the toys, like it's anything, video games, footballs. You always have a farming child. Drink when you see the farming child. The drink of your choice. It doesn't have to be alcohol, whatever you'd like. There's always a farming child. There's the little parade of the kids on the scooters and the bikes and the tractors, and one of them always crashes or something goes wrong. Celebrity surprises. You'll get several kids who come out and they're like, and it's like, oh, you know, you've gotten through hard times, you've had a rough old time of it, so we're flying you off to Disneyland, and it's all expenses paid, and your friends can come, and your aunts can come, and your parents will be there, and everyone's going to be there, and Mickey Mouse is going to be there, and then the next child comes on and it's like, I've broken both of my legs. It's like, that's great now, Turlock, now you go off there, we got you a Cadbury's bar or something, you know. It's a great show, it really is. It brings the whole family together, and it brings the whole country together, and there's one for everyone in the audience. So yeah, that's kind of it. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's a whole whirlwind. I'd love to try and find some of the older editions. Actually, we did. I found one from a couple of years, I say a couple of years ago, from like the late 90s, early 2000s I found on YouTube, and we watched it together in Discord once. I'd actually love to watch some of them in the run-up to this year's toy show, if anyone would be up for it. Okay, those spuds are done. I don't care. They're done. I don't care. I don't care. These are done. I am not waiting a moment longer. I refuse. Now that's a fine looking spud. Okay, I think they're alright. I think they're okay. I don't think they're gonna be lumpy. Okay, would you like to see the mashing process? I've never seen you so Irish. I have to leave it out every so often. I used to repress it for the internet because I was always worried that I don't know, come across as rough and unlikable. But deep down, I am a culture, okay, of a certain type. I didn't grow up on a farm, but I'm not from the city, and you can tell. You can tell. As time goes by, I become more and more identifiable as not a city person. And I'm okay with that, you know? I'm okay with that. I'm quite proud of that, if you ask me. Let's see. Oh, that actually, Archipelago, that's a very good point. Anyone in the country would kill for a toy show ticket. And I'm serious, because if you get a ticket to be in the audience of the toy show, you do not have to buy a single thing that Christmas. Like food, gifts, everything, like, it's worth applying because you never know, you could get picked. But it's a lottery. Like, it's not first come, first served, because that'd be a nightmare. I mean, it's a nightmare anyway, but it is a lottery draw of who gets to actually go on the toy show. And it is, if you had a, geez, there'd be people selling the tickets for like $1,000, I guarantee you, you know. Is being not from the city why I can understand your accent? Probably. Might help, honestly. Might help. Alright. Alright. Boing, 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 boing. Who wants some mash? Oh, look at this. This is, I think I got it more or less right. I hope. Okay, now, do we know, oh, get back in. Do we know the correct amount of butter? Now, how much is the right amount of butter, all right? How much is enough butter? Do you know? All of it. Oh, you know, I like the way you think. We're going to start with about this much and see how we get on. Because while it does seem impossible, it is possible. It is to put too much butter in your spuds. And it turns into a little lake, and that's not nice. It's not nice. It's just not fun. It's not great. It's very sad because it feels like something that shouldn't be able to happen, like having too much cheese on your pasta. However, it is possible to have too much cheese on your pasta. And it's very sad. It's very sad. Okay, can we all watch the Late Late Toy Show this year? Yes, we absolutely can. I might be watching with friends. I'm going to see what happens. But even if I am, we can just watch it together like the next day or something. Because you had a great time. I think we watched it last year, maybe the year before. I don't remember. I watched it last year. And maybe I am one of the only people who has ever done this. Myself and McDarren and a couple of friends, we watched the Late Late Toy Show in VR chat live. I don't know if anyone else has ever done that. It was great fun. Oof, good luck with your interview. Good luck, good luck. Hey. I hope it goes very well for you. And doing the day after might be nice because a lot of people have, a lot of people will be watching with family. We could watch it the next day. I think we could do that. I think we could do that. You can have too much cheese on pasta, but down at the festival food stalls top, you can't have too much cheese on chips because at least you can take the cheese off the chips a little bit, and you can just eat the cheese, you know. Eat the cheese. Can we get a wave of good luck for Oof? I really hope you get it. Like I'm rooting for you. Oh, look at these. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm just gonna let the heat melt that a little more, and then we'll do it a good little. Glass of Milk said I'd eat a block of cheese given the chance. Me and you both. I've got nice cheese in the fridge, and we're at the stage where we're kind of like, we don't want to do any more big shops because we don't want to fill the house with loads and loads and loads of food that we'll have to transport for a couple of hours or throw out, you know? Sometimes the cheese makes the chips soggy. I think it comes down to the kind of cheese. Some cheese melts very well without soaking through into anything, so, you know, different strokes. Lads, any appreciation for a garlic cheese chip? Oh, garlic, you can't get a good garlic cheese chip in the city, honest to God. The best chipper food you're going to get in Ireland is not going to be in the city, and I can assure you of that. People from Dublin, they will disagree with me. They are wrong. I am sorry. I'm sorry. The best chippers are not in the city, at least not in Dublin. At least not in Dublin City. Now, I'll tell you that for not. I'll tell you that right now. Which type of chip? Like a one you make out of a spud. Like a fry, if you will, a fry, but chunkier. Chunkier by far. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that. We're going to give that a little bit of encouragement there. A little bit of encouragement. And then we'll go in with the potato masher in a minute. I'm going to check on these bad boys. Oh, they're perfect. Oh, beautiful. Magnifique. I think they're perfect. They're either perfect or they're incinerated. And I can't see anything because my glasses are... Oh. Look at those. Behold. Curly wedges or shoestring. Not quite wedges, but wedges would be closer. Wedges would be closer to what we're talking about, at least. Now, what we're going to do with these is... Whoa, sorry. Whoa. I'm going to get... I'm just going to get a plate. Sorry, loud noise. Whoa, feck. There will be better GoPro placement in the new house. Aha. And I'm going to get some kitchen paper. I'm going to put some kitchen paper on the plate. And I'm going to scoop these onto the kitchen paper. Are they? Yes, they're about as done as they're going to get. Come on, get on here. Get on here. I think a bowl actually probably would have been the play, but look, here we are, lads. They don't all have to be perfect, but it's just nice to not have the waste from the skins. And if you don't like the skins, that's okay. That's okay. If you ever feel bad about food waste, and listen, obviously, I try not to waste food if I can. Don't. The biggest wasters of food are very, very big companies. And, like, industrial kitchens. Do not worry too much. But, you know, this means you get an extra snack, so how about? Oh, crunchy. Oh, I'm sorry, lads. These are... I can't give you one of these. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. It's a... I need you to understand, you know, I'm saving you, really. You know, Cake, please, I need them. Here. Now, they're not all created equal. They're not all crispy. Go on, quick, 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 before I change my mind. Oh, the chili flakes are nice. I might have put too many chili flakes on, but it's still good. Still good. Oh my god. Highly recommend the chili flakes. I'd never put them on before. I always forget we even have chili flakes. Something I'd really like to have. And, I don't know. This isn't really something I made a big deal about before. I really like hot sauces. And particularly, like, flavorful ones. Not ones that just exist to be on fire. Like, things with, like, fruity flavors. I tried a hot sauce at a friend's house a couple of weeks ago, and it had, like, a pineapple flavor through it. I think I was telling you about, like, a chocolate when I tried it as well. It was just so good. Like, so nice. I'd love to have, like, a little spread of them for dipping. You know? Okay. Alright. Spuds. Where's the potato masher? Where is the potato masher? Oh, it could be in here. The potato masher is unaccounted for. There's no point to hot sauces. Yeah, they're not tasty. There's no point. Like, now, don't get me wrong. Some people just love the burning feeling. And if you enjoy that, listen, I'm not going to hold it against you. But I like a bit of flavour. I have no idea where the potato masher is. Okay, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. This is the method that would make your granny proud. Like, you just go right in with the fork. And you just keep going until it is mashed. That's it. I might have actually put a tiny bit. Actually, no, I think I got the butter more or less just right. More or less just. Jeez, I have such a way with words. Actually, I don't know where the potato masher is. Like, jeez, it's a big thing as well. Hang on, I'm just going to one more. It's not there. I don't know. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. I haven't a notion. I feel like I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, I forgot to give you the mashing cam. Mash cam. I kind of bring the fork back and forth a little bit just to break up the big bits, you know? Oh, and I try not to make that noise because that's horrible. That's a horrible noise. I don't like that at all. I'm at a loss now. Hang on, I'll just one more look in here. Hang on, maybe it's in here. It stands out fairly well from the things around it. Like, it's got a fairly tall handle. Oh, well. It is a mystery. It's a mystery. Stew, status report. It's stew. We haven't plated and served it all yet, but it's definitely in there. Okay, I'm going to do a little taste. Make sure it's not too lumpy. Oh, I don't know if I can serve you that, lads. I don't know if I can serve you that. I don't know. Jeez, I could get in mad trouble if I gave you that, you know. Mad trouble. Where is the masher? I'm losing my, I'm losing the feeling in my arm. I'm at a loss. I'm just looking around, like usually it's over by the sink because it's usually just being, oh, it's right there, hiding in plain sight. I knew I washed it only recently. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of a rinse. Just to be sure, you know? Who's that? Zargan, thank you for, oh my god, 43 months. 43 of them. You know that's more than one or two, I'll tell you that. Thank you so much. How are you doing, Zargan? Are you well? Are you very, very well? 42. 43, sorry, 43. I still need to get you new sub badges. I'm just gonna have a look around and see who I can commission for a little bit of art. Probably after the move, just, you know. Although you never know. We'll see. Now this is the, look at this bad boy. Look at this. This is the business. If that doesn't mash your spud, then your spud simply cannot be mashed. It can't be done. Alright, I think this is more or less done. You don't want to over mash him. You don't want to make him too gluey. Okay. Here, do you want the little bit off the thing? Come in. There you go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna taste it, make sure it's okay. Can we start a taste test prediction, please? And Heretic, hello! How are you doing? Come in. What's your favorite Indian food? Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I would eat nothing but naan. Naan is so nice. Like, I would eat that on its own, no questions asked. It's so good. It goes with everything. Oh, yeah. Okay, no. Right, that's it. Stove cap's going off. What? Zargan says I'm doing good late because my parents were here. My mum sends her regards. Hello. What about butter? Oh, butter chicken is good. Butter chicken's gorgeous. I haven't had it in a while, actually. It's really nice. I assume you'll approach any artist you up deciding on that shouldn't be taken as an opportunity for artists off the service as a badge thing. I have a few people in mind. I don't mind people mentioning it in like, you know, in passing, but we've had a lot of people trying to join, and not people from the community, we had a lot of people trying to join the Discord, trying to offer art services. Now, most of them are bots, so just, you know, it's a bit overwhelming. I do have a couple of people in mind. But if I need other suggestions, I will ask you. I will 100% put the question to the community. Okay, how am I going to do this? I need a big spoon. I'm trying to see if there's any way I can present this in a fancy looking way, you know, a fancy looking way. I've got this nice spoon for the spud. Now, I have not tried everything together, and I have not told you a thing about this. This is very yellow potato. Yes, actually, I have been known to troll the Arts and Crafts channel. That's what's happened. Do not be shy. If you have arts and or crafts that you do, please share them with us over in Discord. I'm not going to steal them. I just want to see them. I might put a little bit too much butter in this bud, but I think I'll live. Okay. What would be a nice way to present this? Yeah, the spud is very buttery, but we'll live. We'll live. Trying to make it look a little less buttery. That's not helping. That's not helping. I've made it worse. I'm gonna just try and like get it fluffy, you know? Oh yeah, that's better. It's actually not as buttery as it looks. It's because I used the silicone spoon. It got a bit weird looking. There we go. I'm not very good at presenting food. I'm good at creating it, and I'm good at eating it. I'm not good at the bit in the middle. Okay, that looks much better. Oh, sweet holy God, I'm glad this has a handle on the side. So, I can't say anything really, because I don't know, this might not be good. Where's the ladle? Hello? Ladle? Where is the ladle? Weird. The ladle would be ideal right now, and it's not in here. If I was a ladle, where would I be? Is it in here? I don't think I used it for anything. No. It's not in there. I didn't use it today. It's hardly in here. What would it be doing in there? I don't know. Strange. Very, very strange. No ladle. I'll have to find something else to scoop this out with. It's a bit small. Oh, this might do. Actually, this might do. What's in the stew? Or a ladle of this and a ladle of that. And in the stew is beef. Oh, I found the ladle! Hey, it was just a weird angle. I couldn't see it. There's beef. There's carrots. There's, oh my God, celery, onion. There's actually quite a lot of beef. It's pretty thick. There's no yerky. This is like my month's supply of beef. Like, I really don't eat beef very often. Okay, that's probably plenty for me now. It's a shame I don't have a little bit of garnish or something, you know, a little bit of something to put over it. My mum always uses a slow cooker for making stew, rightly so, and meat does lovely in a slow cooker. All right, are we ready to see ye the... Are we ready? The prediction is almost done. Are we ready to see the food? Yoy! Cut a leaf off the window plant, easy garnish. I'll just get some off the orchid there. I'm sure nothing could go wrong. All right. You ready? Here it comes. Here. Oh, Jesus, holy Christ! Here it comes. I'm gonna grab the light. I'm gonna grab the light, if I can. It's very hard to see. Oh. Ooh. It's very, very hard to see. It's very dark. I got it. There we go. Overhead lighting. Overhead lighting. I'll get a better camera for this someday. Behold, stew and potato. Beautiful, simple. I don't know if it's gorgeous. I haven't tried it yet. Behold. Now, if that doesn't warm you, nothing will warm you. If that doesn't warm you, geez, I don't know what to tell you, lads. Now, we have the important part. I like to see if it's actually any good. I kick off the shoes, I sit myself down. Ah, what am I doing? I'm taking a photograph of this. I'm taking a photo. Actually, it looks good. Very photogenic. Very buttery. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I'm actually kind of nervous about the spuds in particular. It is kind of asking for a glass of milk, but if I have a glass of milk, I will be too full and I will fall asleep. Okay, I'm gonna try the spuds first. You know, it's alright, they're spuds. Bit of gristle doesn't count. That doesn't count. That was in the meat. That doesn't count. Carrots are very soft, like buttery soft. Celery is a nice addition. I'd be tempted to put in a little more. Okay, I'm gonna get a bit of this. I'm gonna get a bit of this. I'm gonna get a bit of meat. I'm gonna get a bit of carrot. I'm gonna ate it all together. So, I know I kind of, I didn't cheap out on the meat. I lazied out on the meat and I got it in the supermarket. I'm gonna be honest. This time, I don't think it mattered too much because that meat is falling apart. It is so soft. It is so tender. I don't know how I could be expected to give this anything less than like a 10 out of 10. This is gorgeous. This is really, really gorgeous, and I'm cured, lads. That's it. I'm cured. I'm cured. I was never even sick. No, I was. I kind of still am. This is so nice. This is bold for me to say, but I think this might be one of the best, if not the best, beef stew I've ever made. And admittedly, part of that is because I usually get impatient. I usually get really, really impatient, and I don't want to leave it simmer for as long as it needs to. But because we were chatting and doing stuff, I actually let it for long enough. That's gorgeous. That's so nice. Oh. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just... That's good. And cinnamon rolls when? First recipe in the new house. Promise. When you're officially moving. Sarah B, hello. We're officially moving. So next Wednesday, 5 days time, we get the keys. And then I won't be streaming next Wednesday. I'll be streaming Thursday, Friday. And then that weekend we are moving as fast as possible, pretty much. We're moving as much as we can in a fairly short time frame, so that's when it starts. Officially, the move starts next Wednesday. That's so nice. That's so nice. And the first thing I want to make, I'd actually had this in my head for a while, funny you should say, and I want to make cinnamon rolls as the first thing we bake in the new kitchen, on stream at least. That's just good. It's just good. It's not often I cook something and think, wow, if I was served that in a restaurant, I'd be delighted. Like, that's just... That's just good. It's just really good. You could put in, and I probably would just for the volume of what I made, I'd put in another stick of celery, but I don't think that takes away from it at all. You know? Yeah, it just hits. It hits. It's got a good, like... It's got a good hit. I don't know why I keep putting the fork down. I keep having to pick it back up again. Sunny Ballad says, I hope I'm there. I have Twitter notifications on for you now. Hope I'll catch it. Thank you, Sunny Ballad. And I hope you enjoy it. God, I'm feeling great. Glass of milk. Cake, I'm from Double please. Can you send some down to me? I'll see what I can do. I can try and like frisbee it in a direction and hope it just kind of finds its way to you, but I can't make any guarantees. And geez, I might take someone's eye out. And maybe the rest of their head as well if I throw this plate. Oh. It's so good. God, it's so nice. I'm so happy. Ah! Big Nose Bug, hello. I saw you on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure that's why I followed you. I was like, I know that name. How are you doing? Welcome in. How are you keeping? I've actually been trying to catch your streams, not to be weird about it, but I think you stream in the literal middle of the night / morning for me, so ain't it the way. Ain't it the way. Can I do you know what? I'm gonna, for everyone, I'm gonna get you a little forkful, all right? We got some spuds, right? If you don't eat meat, then that's all right. We'll get you a different forkful. We'll get you some sauce. We'll get you some carrot. We'll get you some meat. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Where's the... Oh, sweet holy God, that's so nice. I'm up early enough finally to catch your stream. Hello, what time zone are you in? If you don't mind saying, of course, you don't have to dox yourself or anything like that, you know? Beep, 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 beep. I mean, oh. Here comes the airplane. Here comes the airplane. Where are you? PST. Oh, I don't know what is that Pacific Standard Time? Specific Standard Time. Behold. It's actually very hard to show you because I'm running on one key light and I don't have the ring light in here to compensate a minute. Don't want the meat, you can just have the spud. Plenty for everyone. Much as I would love to be able to cook for like a bajillion of you, it can't be done. I'd get so stressed. I think I'd cry. I'd never be able to work in like a kitchen because I would get so stressed I would cry. I couldn't handle that. I couldn't do it. Oh, it's West Coast. 8 hours difference. That makes sense. I was only saying earlier, there's a lot of streamers in the States that I miss because it's the middle of the night for me, so I end up watching lots of clips and stuff. Itadakimasu. Oh. It's just... It's good. It's just good. I did just Sando de Panda you. Sando de Panda. Itadakimasu. I do that all the time, and I think you're probably the only person who has ever recognized what I'm doing. I love Sando de Panda. It's one of my favorite videos. Oh goodness. Yeah, this is excellent. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's probably the last full meal or like full baked good that we're ever going to make in this kitchen. That's it. That's probably it. This is probably the last thing we're properly cooking here. But in 2 weeks' time, we'll be in the new kitchen. And next Friday, I was going to be like, sure, we'll just make something. It'll be grand. I have to start stream 3 hours later than usual. And there's 2 hours, 3 hours? 3 hours later than usual next week because I am busy. And I can't stay for super long because I have something on in the evening. So we're starting at 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. Irish time we're starting. So an hour before the time it is now. And realistically what we're going to do is I'm going to have a small measure of whiskey and cheers to the kitchen. We're going to talk rubbish for about an hour and a half as we are wont to do. And then that'll be it. Actually, Jacob Fly, we should make instant noodles. I should just get a pack of Coca noodles and make them. That'd be great. Or if I could get a hold of, I don't know if you can buy Maruchan. Is it Maruchan or Maruchan noodles? I don't know. I've never seen them for sale here. Microwave the beans. I should just make beans on toast and that'd be it then. That'd be it. An hour and a half of whiskey and beans. Maruchan. Geez, yeah. It's really strange to think. For anyone who doesn't have context, we're moving house next week. And it's a good thing. It's a good move. It's good. We're going to have a much nicer kitchen, much nicer house. We can paint the walls. We can live life. Fresh air. 5 days till we get the keys. I'm so excited. I could explode. It's real. It's real. It's happening. Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. Takiki says the last thing in this kitchen, it absolutely should be a cup of tea. It's how you always start the Friday. Seems like a fitting way to end it all. It would either be a cup of tea or a loaf of bread, because the first thing the first food and drink stream I ever did back in 2020 was a loaf of soda bread. And it was great. It was good loaf of soda bread. You know? I moved 2 days after you and I'm so excited. I hope the move goes well for you. Fingers crossed, Robin. I hope it all goes very, very well for you. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to packing more. Let me just, sorry, Shark, let me just move you there for a second. That's all I've packed so far. Actually, no, wait, I need to, can I show you something very silly? Can I show you something very, very silly? Now, I'd like to preface this by saying that I've been wearing Lolita fashion since 2009. It's not like I woke up one morning last year and went, Jesus, I'm going to go mad. Okay, I just need you to keep that context in mind, because I'm not rich. I'm not rich. But I filled this suitcase with clothes. I filled this suitcase with clothes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take everything out of my wardrobe that I don't wear that often, like a very occasion wear, like fancy stuff. You would never think I had taken anything out of my wardrobe. I don't know how I'm gonna move everything. I have never had to move my full wardrobe anywhere. Not really. There's like, because some Lolita dresses, like, you don't just have like a petticoat underneath, like, you have built-in petticoats, so they, even on their own, they're just, so there's like, this bad boy can fit like 6 dresses in there. But you know, everyone needs a hobby, I guess. Oh, just lift the entire lot of the wardrobe by the hangers. Honestly, like, we do have boxes that have little hanger things on, which is great, you know? And Goga says Lolita fashion just reminds me of vampires for some reason. I am completely okay with that, that comparison. I'm completely okay with that. I'm on board with that. Rowan says what you do is hire about 30 models and get them to walk to the new place in the clothes. Geez, it'd probably be easier, but I just thought it was funny because I put this on the ground. I was like, right, I'm gonna get all the things I don't wear as often, things I wear like every 6 months or once a year, things I won't be looking for in the next 2 weeks. I was like, throw them all in, dun, clothes. I look at the wardrobe, it is still full. I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, what have I done? So it's gonna be fun packing everything because a lot of what I have, like, I don't have anything that's super rare or that's super expensive, but I just like what I have, you know, and some of it's hard to find secondhand now. And I get very attached to clothes. I don't tend to get rid of stuff very often because, you know, I like it. So I have to haul this back out. Oi! Because this suitcase is from before the era of suitcases having 4 swivelly wheels. Something I'm really looking forward to, actually, on the topic of clothes, is I should have space to set up my sewing machine, and I haven't been able to use that yoke in years. And I really want to start. I really want to start making some of my own stuff. I don't think it's going to save me money because material expensive, time, you know, takes time. But I think it'll be fun. A legendary Lolita conga line down the road to the new place. I'd be great crack. I mean, geez, it'd be a long way to go. I'm not going to dox myself, but it would be a long way to go. I'm not trying to imply that I'm moving to Tipperary. That is a long way, but no, not that kind of long way. You can't make me go back to Tipperary. You can't make me go back. Oh, I took everything out of my wardrobe when I redecorated 3 years ago, and by God, it was heavy. It does get heavy. I remember I did a clear out of my wardrobe, like, I think it was when I finished college. I was like, geez, there's loads of stuff I don't wear. I've gathered over years. I need to give it new homes, and there was heft in that. I swear to God, there was heft. Wear them all at once. You know the thing of like, oh, I'm going through the airport, I'm going to wear all my clothes. If I tried to wear multiple dresses at once, I'd be circular. They'd all just stack up. I'd look like a pom-pom. I would just be like this walking around. I would be completely circular. I would be a sphere. I'd be a sphere of lace and probably polyester, knowing AP, but you know. You just roll you down the road. Mini Squatch Frognav and Lunar Flyby all on the brain cell today. Oh my God. Oh, 100 shirt challenge. Oh my God. I wonder if anyone's ever tried the 100 shirt challenge with like dresses like that. You would have to roll me like a Katamari. I'd just be going down the road like da 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 da, picking up like things on the way. I would turn up to the new house with several trampolines, a garden shed, somebody's small dog who was completely in fine health, like who was clung on to me for dear life, a couple of rakes, a few sweeping brushes, a few hurleys, and I don't know, probably half a field realistically. Right, lads, I need to ask you something very important. I have to ask you something very, very important. Very important. Have we all had a very nice day today on this day? Have you had a nice time? Because I hope you've had a nice time. I wasn't quite as energetic as usual today because I have some variety of plague. I think I just have a cold. I will look after myself, don't worry. And if I think it's getting worse, I will do that COVID test and I will stay put in this house until such a time at which it is safe for me to leave. More for the people around me than myself, but for myself as well. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the last meal we're making in this kitchen on stream. That's it. It's done. It's done. Can we get a salute? This isn't the last stream in this kitchen. The last one is next Friday, and it will be a little late. So I hope we make it. Write it down. 4 p.m. Irish time. To an hour before-ish, whatever time it is for you now. And there's a good chance the place will be kind of empty as well, which is going to be weird. Not that there's much behind me, only cupboards anyway, but you know. Noted. Now, I have some important notes for you. Tomorrow, in Discord, tomorrow, we've over the garden wall. If you are subscribed, you're very welcome to come along tomorrow and watch Over the Garden Wall with us. Marsh Witch will be hosting Over the Garden Wall. If you haven't seen it, I promise you it is my favorite. I think it is my favorite piece of Halloween media. It's excellent. It's very cozy. I will double check the time for you. Hang on, I have my entire phone right here and I didn't even think to check. Bowled. It is at it's 8 o'clock my time. If you check the event on Discord, you should be able to see it. You can see it in your local time, which is handy out. Ain't that just the way? Whose garden wall are we looking over? Hadrian. What else have we to note? What else? I think that's it. We're probably not going to start Little Nightmares 2 until we're moved, because there'll be no time to play. There'll be no time. So yeah, I will be back on Monday. I'm going to go and eat the rest of this. Also, a little note I didn't mention earlier. McDara's not too fond of stew because he had the misfortune of trying stew by someone who was not able to make stew. So I'm hoping that he'll enjoy this. And it'll be fine. Like, if he doesn't, that's okay too. That's okay too. I need to see where I can leave ye. Where can I leave ye? I think... There's a chance as well, actually, during the moving process, there might be some Fleshless Cake streams. Because Fleshless Cake has not made an appearance in a while. And it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. She's going to break out of the tracking software at this point. You know what? I'm going to leave you with... I'm going to leave you with Maury. Maury Faye is another Irish streamer. She's a VTuber and she's playing Ib, which I believe is a spooky, scary game. I have not played it myself, but it's actually come up in my recommendations a couple of times. So I'm going to send you over to Maury. Please be very, 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 very nice. And if you're not very nice, I'll know. Thank you so much for coming along today. I will see you on Monday. I'll also see you over the weekend in Discord. I'll be there. I'll be messing. I'll be carrying on, the usual. I might be able to pop in for Over the Garden Wall. Fingers crossed. I really hope I can. I will see you on the Minecraft server. I'll see you around. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. If you make some stew, let me know. Goodbye from Sharon. Goodbye from Dave. Goodbye from Bree. And be very good. And enjoy your weekend. Oh, I lost my note. Goodbye! My neighbour is roaring at me, and I think that's very funny. So everybody look after yourselves. Goodbye!